Oh, that was my first ever outside broadcast and the first ever after midnight broadcast. There's another memory, an important memory. The first time there'd been an after midnight broadcast live.
Yep, and it was the first time I had the opportunity to see how ugly Don was.
Ah, she's a handsome man, as indeed you are, and all our lovely friends who were there that day.
John, I know you, because I've been trying to get on for a long, long time, and I was happy to wait. And I'm going to keep. I don't care how I feel in the morning. I'm going to keep listening. God bless you, John. God bless you, Gloria. And we talk about it's easy to say a new door opens and all that kind of crap. And I know you don't like swearing, but I'm going to say it. But I just. We tend to fall on our feet, but while we're not on our feet, well, when we're kind of floating in between, it's a difficult time. So just cope, John, and
thank you.
Yeah, somehow, some force will bring you back, and just the way you've listened to me about my mum and all that kind of thing.
Oh, you're beautiful, Mum. Good on you. God bless you,
John.
James.
John, I love you, John, and I love you, Gloria. Thank you very much.
We love you too.
Thank you. That's exactly right. We do love you too. Sometimes it's not easy. It's not easy. Sometimes it's not easy. Sandra, thank you for waiting, Sandra.
Oh, good morning, John, and good morning, Gloria.
Oh, good morning.
I just wanted to say goodbye, and well, not goodbye because it won't be goodbye. You've gone the journey with us, and we've gone the journey with you, and we don't want to listen to crap like they do in the eastern states, where it's all recorded. We're different over here, and that's what we like. So I hope we do have a celebration lunch or something like that on the beach, as Lady Norma suggested. The last meal that we had over at Inglewood was great, and we got to meet Gloria.
Yeah, that wasn't that a wonderful, wonderful lunch? That was so much fun. It was the best one ever, without a doubt.
Yeah.
It was awesome, absolutely awesome. And do you remember Lorraine and I bumped into you and Gloria at the Royal Show, and you took a selfie with us?
Yeah. Oh, yes, I remember that now. That was right after, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it was. Yes.
I remember you very clearly now, Sandra. That was so much fun. You said, John. Because I was a bit tired that day, a bit worn out.
Yeah, you were. But Lorraine will be disappointed to hear that you're, because I've sent her an SMS, because I only heard it tonight too, and I couldn't believe it. I thought someone's having a joke here, and very disappointed to hear it's true. And so, yes, on behalf of both Lorraine and myself, we're going to miss you both.
Well, that is very, very kind. Thank you, Sandra. It means a lot. And it was so wonderful that you recognised me and you said hello and you wanted to get a photograph. That was so much fun. I remember that.
Yeah, it was fun. It was good. And especially after such a lovely dinner, that meeting with all the other 6PR people.
That's how we felt about it,
it was
too.
A very memorable time.
Good on you. Thank you. Thank
all
you,
the
Sandra.
best for both of you in the future. We wish you a lot of love and many blessings.
And you too. God bless you. That was so beautiful. Do you remember that? There we were walking, because I was so tired after the function, and then the next day we ended up at the Royal Show.
Yeah.
And I think all I could do was just kind of wander around, because sometimes on the weekend I just wander around a little zombified, as I do. Morning, John and Gloria. My darling wife is joining me this morning to make it easier. So sorry to hear that you're leaving. If you get the chance, can you play Lionel Rose? I thank you from Rose and all your listeners. Lionel Rose, he's one of the great musical boxers. There's more than a few musical boxers out there. Who was the other ones? There was Rocky Burnett was another musical boxer. So it's interesting how many boxers who were pretty good singers. Either that, or when somebody said, you'd be good at hits, making hits. There we go. Yeah, I can make hits. Look at this. And they go, no, like singing hits. Oh, yeah, just give me that. I got to hit them. Maybe that's why the Boxers were good at making hits, because hitting came naturally to them. Thank you for listening. Isn't it great that people listen to these things that I call jokes? For me, they're personal amusements, but I think some people find them funny.
I find it funny.
Oh, you're lovely. The news is coming up next.
Missed the show? No sweat. Click on audio and catch up at 6pr.com.au. Perth's 882 6PR.
In this bulletin, Olympic swimming pool anger, the search for answers over a bridge collapse, and a warning over a high country fire. Good morning, I'm Gabrielle Hodson. Swim star Ariana Titmus is the latest to have a go at the Brisbane Olympics planning team, saying the 2032 Games won't create a legacy for athletes. Gail Watson has more.
Queensland is scrambling to work out where to host the 2032 Olympic events. Ariana Titmus telling News Corp the fact this year's Olympic swimming trials would be held in the Chandler pool, built for the 1982 Commonwealth Games, highlighted the situation. The 2032 plans, which are yet to be ticked off, point to a temporary pool at a new Brisbane arena on the Roma Street precinct. The pool would be dismantled after the Games. It echoes similar proposals for the doomed Victorian Commonwealth Games, with the original $110 million proposal for 2 temporary pools to be built near Geelong. At the time, the Chief Executive of Swimming Victoria described the plan as a significant cost to build something that's then not going to exist. Gail Watson, 9 News.
As the Baltimore Bridge collapse turns from a rescue effort into a recovery mission, the financial cost will be felt as well. Last year, it imported $55 billion worth of cargo and exported $80 billion worth. Freight and logistics expert Kelly Crosley says with this amount of freight on hold, we could see store shelves thin out and online orders backed up.
Yeah, that definitely could happen. Importers have changed their buying modules. Definitely it could happen. Absolutely.
Meanwhile, it's been revealed police had just 90 seconds to stop traffic before a 90,000-tonne ship hit the bridge. A 12-second mayday call from the Singaporean cargo ship indicated it had lost its steering and was heading towards a support pillar. Maryland police ran out of time to alert a construction crew fixing potholes in the structure. Among the 6 people still missing are workers from Guatemala, Honduras and Mexico. A 30-year-old driver has been charged after he allegedly led police on a high-speed chase through Perth's east. 5 passengers were in the Commodore, including children aged 6 and 8 who weren't wearing seatbelts. The driver's accused of running a red light and travelling at 120 k's an hour in a 60 zone. During the chase, police say a fire extinguisher was held out the driver's side window and sprayed in their direction. Victorian firefighters have issued a stay-informed warning about a high-country bushfire ahead of the Easter break. The blaze is burning across the Omeo Highway east of Mount Hotham. Premier Roger Cook has opened an embassy-style business hub for Western Australia in Canberra. Michael Genovese reports.
It cost $150,000 to set up and around $100,000 a year to run. The office down the road from Federal Parliament will provide meeting space for peak bodies, WA business representatives and not-for-profits. The Premier wants to amplify the voice of West Aussies advocating in Canberra. Critics of the new hub say it's a waste of money and fighting for WA is the job of our 27 members of Federal Parliament. Michael Genovese, 9 News.
Finance and the Aussie dollar is buying 65.25 US cents. The Dow Jones is up 66 points and the Nasdaq's up 10.
Sport. Listen to the Boat Dive and Fishing Show. Weekend mornings from 5 on 6PR.
NRL guru Phil Gould is expressing doubts over Parramatta's ability to overcome the loss of playmaker Mitch Moses. The Eels halfback will be sidelined for at least the next 8 weeks after surgery for a fractured foot. Gould has told 6 Tackles with Gus podcast the Blue and Golds will miss the 29-year-old's kicking game.
I think Mitchell Moses is a huge loss for Parramatta.
Oh, yeah.
A massive loss.
Round 12.
Massive loss. He is so important to them. There are aspects of his game that I don't think can be replaced.
Collingwood Steel Sidebottom will miss tonight's AFL Grand Final replay against Brisbane, while the Lions have recalled defender Jack Payne. The Pies have dropped Oleg Markov, while Will Hoskin-Elliott and John Noble have returned. And that's the latest in news and sport.
G'day, this is the Camel. Why do fish live in salt water? Because pepper makes them sneeze. Get pepper, sneeze their fish. Great Northern Super Crisp Stubbies, just $49.99 a carton. Purchase a specially marked carton to get BCF vouchers. Horton SSB Classic Dry White and Red, get 2 bottles for only $20. Bargain. Thirsty Camel Bottle Shops. Prices may vary due to freight.
When you have an active day ahead, you don't want your joints to slow you down. For joints that keep up with you, try the new concentrated curcumin range from Blackmores, including the concentrated curcumin 1 a day, a convenient 1 a day dose to support your joint health. Curcumin is a natural component of the turmeric spice with anti-inflammatory action, and the new Blackmores curcumin range contains a concentrated form of curcumin specifically formulated for optimal absorption to help you stay active. Always read the label and follow the directions for use.
G'day, Honey Badger here. iTech World's March Madness sale is on now. To celebrate the caravan and camping show, iTech World will be having up to 50% off store-wide. They have lithium batteries, power stations, generators, jump starters, solar blankets, inverters and more for your caravan, camper van, four-wheel drive, boat or whatever you have. Get your hands on the must-have safety device for any vehicle, the famous JS80 jump starter. Don't miss out. Get up to 50% off now. Visit itechworld.com.au.
Large soy caramel mocha frappuccino with extra caramel.
Cut through the blah to hear more of what you want with Specsavers Advanced Hearing Technology. Book an appointment with our audiology professionals for high-definition sound at low Specsavers prices. Always follow the directions for use.
Weather. Get into the gardening show this weekend from 6 till 8 a.m. on 6PR.
Oh boy. It's Thursday today, the 28th of March. Sunny, light winds becoming west to southwesterly, 15 to 25 kilometres per hour in the middle of the day, and then tending south to southwesterly in the late afternoon, so top of 29 today. For Good Friday, mostly sunny and 27 degrees. Saturday, mostly sunny, 29. And Sunday, Easter Sunday, mostly sunny, 29. Right now it's 14.6 degrees and the humidity is at 86%.
When it's really late at night, feeling lonely, just turn on your radio to 6PR and that man we know will be there with us. Our friend Jon Lewis, he's the one voice that listens to us. How old is this man called Jon Lewis?
Good morning, 8 minutes after 2. Thank you, Gabrielle, in the newsroom. So if you're just new to the news, there's been a programming change, of course, and things have been decided really not personally but economically that the talk show After Midnight with me will cease and something new will take its place. But I must say I'm very grateful to the 6PR management for giving me the opportunity to broadcast and be able to say hello and goodbye at this opportunity, which is so important to me. And it's so lovely to be able to say hi and goodbye to our lovely friends. And it's a real opportunity. Not everybody gets it. You're probably aware of that. Sometimes they just give you your marching orders. So I really appreciate the kindness and trust. And someone that I met through the program is a very lovely gentleman, and he joins us now. His name is Mark Skeels. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Mr. Lewis, and thank you for the opportunities you gave me.
Well, I was always grateful. So that was one of my many ideas that I always come up with ideas, was the caravan and camping show. And I didn't know really anything about caravanning and camping. So we bought a tent, my darling wife and I, and we started going camping, and then we discovered we loved it. But I needed more information, and you, of course, know so much about all these things, and you joined me on the program, and we co-hosted it with me. You're a real asset, a real help, and then you became a good friend, Mark.
Oh, look, we did, from the times in the studio to the sat phones from the desert. Yeah, it's just been a great little journey. It's been good fun.
It has. I remember the sat phones in the desert because we'd do over.
Oh, yeah.
Over and out.
Oh, yes. All that stuff. But yeah, look, it's like everyone's already said it. I just thank you. It's nice to be friends now, and I will catch you. And there are millions of opportunities.
Well, that's right. Like stars in the night sky when you're camping, Mark, eh?
Oh, it is. It is. And I now expect 2 people to be coming out with us.
Well, we do have a bit more time. Let me have a look at my calendar for the next forever. It would seem we are free.
There's a very, very nice one coming up the weekend after Easter. I'll message you about that. But yes, and it's very easy. No four-wheel driving involved.
We're seasoned campers now, so we don't want anything casual. We want an experience that is intense.
Oh, God. Yeah, okay. It'll be an intense one for you.
Good on you, Mark.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, John. Thanks very much, and good luck with what you come up with.
Well, that's very kind. You too, Mark, because I know you've always got adventures, Mark Skills. You remember, I wonder if anyone remembers the Caravan Camping Show. Does anyone?
I remember.
You remember. You helped me so much. Well, it's a delight to have Sylvie joining us, I must say. Good morning, Sylvie.
Good morning, John. I'm just sat here. I've been sat here since 1:30. I wouldn't have sat up and watched the repeated Judge John Deed till 11 if I knew I was going to be sitting crying all morning this morning.
Sylvie.
I think you have been such a big part of all our lives. I'm trying not to cry for you.
Oh, Sylvie, don't, because then you'll get me going.
No. Yes, sorry. No, I don't want to be silly about it, but I'm thinking, I only said to friends back at 7 o'clock tonight, I said we take our health, our possessions, and especially people for granted that they're always going to be there. And of course they're not, because, I lost my husband 27 years ago.
That's right.
And I think because Howard went and Tony served, but at least you're nothing sad. Sorry, Gloria, I should have said hello to you, beautiful.
No, it's okay.
I think Gloria and your mum and yourself should be so proud of all the people that love and will be affected by you. I think I just wish you so, so much good luck and life together and everything. I was thinking, so where do I send your birthday card on the 10th of November and yours and Gloria's wedding anniversary?
Well, that's right. My post office box has not changed and will remain the same. PO Box 6721 East Perth 6892. I've memorised it.
Can I just have that again, John? PO Box
6721.
6721. I'd have gone through Taz.
6892, but Taz is gorgeous Taz.
Yeah, she's lovely, But all of us, I've been sat in, I thought, Kenny and Alan and Gina and all your fans, everybody will just miss you, but we've got to be sensible and think you're not ill, you're going on to love.
Well, that's right. And, thank you. I'm grateful for the health that we have and the love of my darling wife and, quite frankly, the love of all the beautiful people, you included, Sylvie, that have just...
Well, sorry interrupting you. I will never do experiment like I did at 3-4 o'clock in the morning with the oranges for nobody else again. That was
gorgeous. Do you remember that, darling? So there was a TV, I'll just explain, Sylvie, to my darling wife. There was a TV commercial that the sink flooded because an orange had got stuck in the plug hole, and we were wondering if that was true, if it could happen. And you... the orange professor, you did the test.
I did, twice, because I rung you back, didn't I? And I said, I know where I went wrong because of the modern sinks where those drains push in. This is why. But yeah, that's why John calls me the Orange Professor.
But so didn't work? Didn't work?
But both of you and Gloria just have the most beautiful life. And I do believe, like some people were saying, when one door opens, another closes.
Thank you.
And I really believe as well, even losing my husband and all sad things, everything happens for a reason. Sometimes you can't see at the time. Sometimes you never see why. But it's all meant to be, like my dad said, you had a book the day you're born and everything's wrote in there. But you should be so proud what you've achieved, John. And I love you and Gloria, I can honestly say. Like I said, I've been sat here for half an hour crying, and I think my kids won't believe it because they say, are you going to ring Jon Lewis and tell him? Because everything that happens when I went to England about Mark McGowan and everything, I always ring you and tell you all the things, and I think, oh, God.
You're amazing.
But, yeah, not thinking selfish. I just want you and Gloria to have a beautiful, happy life. And
Thank you.
I said, yeah, all the best, and we all love you.
Well, thank you, Sylvie. Thank you, Orange Professor. You keep full of vitamin C, dear Sylvie. Now, Danny, you are next. However, if you don't mind, Danny, I'll just VIP Pat to first place because our friend Pat's got her own little journey in life, and it's great to have your company, Pat.
Who will I have Pat chats with?
Well, that's right. Don't cry, Pat. Oh my God. I've been holding it together.
Gloria and John, two of the dearest people I know. I'm so sorry. I know one door closes, another one opens, but I can just only wish the best for you and darling Gloria. You know, it's just... You're just part of my life. One of my sons calls me a 6PR tragic.
Well, I think that's a good thing to be called.
Yeah, and I've met so many people through, dear friends Norma and Sandy and, and all this goes back so many years. And, We'll never know how old you are, but I count you as one of my sons, John. I've worked out their ages and your age.
Have you? Well, there we are. The people that reckon they know. Yeah, somewhere around 21.
It's still 21.
And I just love the both of you. And
thank you, Pat. I remember, of course, when we saw you there at the lovely listener lunch, and we had the opportunity of dancing for you, Pat. I said, we've got to dance because Pat wants to see us dance, so we found you.
Who else would do that? But you and Gloria, you two, you're just so special. And everyone just loves you. I mean, what will I do? Is it just going to be recorded music or
it'll be something special and exciting, and I'll be interested to hear what it is. It's an idea that is often being talked about.
I mean, surely it's not going to cost that. I mean, I can't handle this. Everything costs too much nowadays.
It does, doesn't it? It all seems to high cost of living.
I'm old now, and there's things with my health, things have got worse. And,
sorry to hear that.
But never mind. Anyhow, just love you both.
Thank you, Pat.
You've brought so much joy into my life.
I look forward to hearing from you one day. I'm sure we'll be in touch. God bless
Stay
you, Pat.
on Facebook.
Yes, I will. I'll post a bit more. Our friend, beautiful Pat. Danny, thank you for waiting.
Thank you.
You're a gentleman for doing that. Danny, good morning.
John, it's a pleasure to wait. Geez. I mean, you've been doing 6-hour shifts every night for the last, 40 years or something?
Well, not quite. I mean, I have done 6-hour shifts in the past, but now the show's 5 hours. But of the 5 hours, we have just a couple of hours left before I'll be completed for this morning.
Well, listen, I know you've got so many people wanting to talk to you, and I'm just going to keep it as concise as I can, but I do have a couple of things to say, if that's all right.
Yeah, of course, Dan.
I'm going to keep it. I'm going to try and keep it really lighthearted. An earlier caller about an hour ago said you were the cheapest psychologist or cheapest
counselor.
The cheap counselor.
Cheapest counsellor?
Yeah, the cheap counselor. I love it.
I thought that was the most classic comment of the night so far, because I agree.
That's true.
Quite simple as that.
Make way, Jon Lewis, cheap counsellor, as I flip out a business card.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. There's your future.
Take 2 quotes and a hug. That'll be $12.95.
And also, it's lovely to finally hear the voice of your, inverted commas, darling wife.
That's right, the one who made really famous. Can we hear it, darling?
Okay, just for you today. Really?
Oh, you're not doing it right.
No, really? Okay, really?
Yep, that's better.
Okay.
I do it better than you.
I think John does it better than me. Yes.
Well, you keep referring to her as the darling wife, so she must be special.
Yeah.
Oh.
And John, you're holding up so well, mate. Like, this is a tough night, right? And everyone's, I'm possibly not as old as some of your listeners, and they've been listening to you for a long time, and I can sense I should be in bed 2 hours ago, but I can't. It's just very engaging, and I'm just keep listening to your listeners.
I love it.
It's for a lot of people, it's going to be a bit of a sad thing, but hopefully not the last.
Well, that's right. And 6PR have been very kind to me and giving me this opportunity. And, of course, the opportunity over 39.99 years has been that wonderful opportunity from the day I started, when I started before the Internet. So I'm grateful to that too.
John, can I just say one more thing?
Yes.
How listening to you came about in the first place?
Oh, I'd like to hear that.
I'm 48 years of age. Wow. I'm turning 49 in May. Back in, so my mother, Joan, from Scarborough, who used to call in all the time and talk to you overnight, she passed away in 2009.
I remember
Prior to
Joan.
that.
Yeah.
Do you? Yeah.
Because she'd call in, wouldn't she?
Oh, she loved to call in and have a chat with you. Yeah. And I'm a musician, as you know, and I would often get home from gigs at 2 o'clock in the morning, and still at home with Mum when I was 20 years old. And she'd be sitting there listening to you and calling in. And that's when I first got attuned to 6PR, when she was calling in, talking to you at 2 p.m. in the morning must have been early 2000s, if not.
How about that? God bless Joan.
And then I moved to Melbourne to pursue a music career for 6 years, got married, came back, had my first daughter, who's now 16, and guess what? Guess who I'm still listening to?
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Oh, boy. Yeah, you're so kind. Thank you, Danny. You're amazing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Well, John, I wish you the best, whatever's happening next. I just caught up to speed with a couple of news stories, and it's sad for everyone, but it's not the end of you, mate. You've got far too much to go yet.
Well, that's right. I've still got my sense of humour, although some argue. Thank you, Danny. You have a beautiful morning. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Gloria. Lovely to hear your voice, Gloria. Finally.
Oh, thank you. No.
He's a good guy, a gentleman. Thank you, Danny. And waiting kindly extra time so that Pat with a health journey could go first. I think we'll say hello to Brenda, And I think this may be the first time we've ever spoken. Is that right, Brenda?
Yes, it is. Long-time listener, very long time, but first-time caller. And I'm so sad to hear that you're going. I just hope you get a job somewhere else that I can listen to you again. And the way you always speak about your beautiful wife, it's amazing.
My
love you
darling.
both. Love you both.
Brenda, it's so kind of you to call through.
I go to bed every night with the radio on, all night long, and I just love listening to you. And I'm going to be so sad that I can't do that anymore.
Oh, yes, it's very sad. Yeah, we will be very sad. Me too, Brenda.
Yeah. Thanks, Brenda.
Yeah.
That is, you're amazing.
I've been listening to you for such a long time. And so there you go, first-time caller.
Well, Brenda, you've made my morning. I'm so grateful. And to know that you've been there just listening in and just enjoy the show, because there's so many ways to enjoy the show, and listening, and of course, is a very good way to do it.
And yeah, because at night time, you know, you can't always sleep when you get old, and as I am now, and it's just nice that there's someone there. I don't know what I'm going to do at night time now.
Well, there will be something broadcasting after midnight. It'll be worth having a listen to. Brenda, thank you very much for ringing.
I don't think it'll be as good as you, John.
It's kind of you to say that.
Okay, love to you both. Love to you both.
Love to you too. Thank you, Brenda. First time Brenda's called through.
That's amazing.
We'll pause for a moment. Thank you to our friends who are waiting. I know it's been a long wait, but I'll see if I can be more speedy in a moment. 26 minutes after 2.
That sound isn't your phone dinging. It's the sound of you winning with DoorDash. Because it means that while you were picking up the children from school, a dedicated Dasher was searching the supermarket for frozen dinosaur nuggets, the only thing your kids will eat, and delivering them directly to your door. Seize your frozen trophy, my friend, for you have smashed it. Smash it. DoorDash it.
Start your day the right way.
Carl Langdon, he doesn't know whether he wants to sell his premiership jumper. Is anyone interested? It is a bit of history.
Breakfast with Millsy and Carl.
I'll go 2,500. Okay. So when he starts to talk about money, his eyebrows go up. What about this one? Hey, Millsy, I would give Carl $10,000, but I would offer $20,000 for anyone else who played that day. That's from Murray.
Cut it out, Buzz.
Wait for this.
Hey?
For me and $50,000 for your premiership jumper.
50,000.
He did say if I was in a position to be able to pay that, I would offer him 50,000.
Wake up with the people you know. Breakfast with Millsy and Carl. Weekdays from 5 on Perth 6PR.
Experience the magic of Annie the Musical as it lights up the stage at the Regal Theatre these April school holidays. The sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta come face to face with the iconic characters and timeless songs that have charmed audiences for decades. Come and cheer for Annie, the little girl with big dreams. It's hard knock life for Annie the Musical. Book today at Tick Attack. It's hard knock life.
Need a forklift? Don't just get a forklift, get a Toyota forklift. Toyota is the world's #1 forklift brand with a great range of pallet jacks, walkie stackers and reach forklifts right up to their leading Toyota counterbalance forklifts. Legendary reliability and safety with cleaner, greener electric options. Toyota can tailor the right forklift solution for you. It's all part of the Toyota Forklift Advantage. For more, visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au. Get a Toyota forklift.
G'day, this is the Camel. Why do fish live in salt water? Because pepper makes them sneeze. Get pepper, sneeze them fish. Great Northern Super Crisp Stubbies, just $49.99 a carton. Purchase a specially marked carton to get BCF vouchers. Horton SSB Classic Dry White and Red, get 2 bottles for only $20. Bargain. Thirsty Camel Bottle Shops. Prices may vary due to freight.
I speak to people every day who have suffered devastating physical and mental injuries due to someone's negligence. For many people, even talking about it can be incredibly difficult, and I can understand why. But if you found your way to make a claim, and you do want to speak to someone about it, my name is Olivia Wong of Bloomers Lawyers. I'm here to listen and get you the support you need.
If medical negligence has you feeling blue, you know what to do. Search Bloomers, spelled B-L-U.
Is your commercial or investment property achieving its true value? DFR Commercial now offers a free health check so you can be sure your investments are performing as they should. Here's why our clients trust the award-winning team at DFR Commercial.
It's a health check they have in place. It guarantees my properties are always doing well.
They don't create problems, they solve them. McDonald's an all-round nice guy.
Make the move to DFR Commercial today and get your free health check. Visit dfrcommercial.com.au.
Before you renovate your space, visit our space at Renovation Capital, where the finest materials, local craftsmen, the best designers, and you come together to create the renovation of your dreams. Renovation Capital. Visit the showroom in Osborne Park or go to renovationcapital.com.au.
Perth overnight on 6PR. Thanks to Storage King. Moving? Search Storage King. CanStar Blues 2023 Most Satisfied Customer Award winner.
Good morning. As you probably, 2:30, we haven't been doing our news crosses. My apologies, but I didn't want to keep our lovely friends waiting. Forgot what I was going to say. Garth joins us. Good morning, Garth. Thank you for holding on.
Good morning, John. How are you? John?
I'm all right, Garth. I'm feeling a bit dehydrated, though. I think I need to drink more water. It's coming out of everywhere.
Well, I think you need to get Rosie to make you a coffee. And you and Gloria coffee.
She is beside herself. She's brought in a twin.
Yeah. Well, John, I'll just say this. Michael Jackson was the king of pop and Elvis is the king of rock and roll, and you're the king of talkback, John. So, all the best to you. And I hope that, we'll keep in touch over Facebook or whatever. But I've got a question for Gloria. Oh, hello, my lady, Gloria.
Hello.
But I've got a question for you. Do you remember the first time you and John met?
It was when the three of us bumped into one another, you're saying, Garth?
Yeah, that's correct, at Scarborough Beach.
Because there was that pop-up function,
Oh,
wasn't
yes,
there? Do you remember?
I remember. Yes, I remember. Yes. Oh, hello.
The Fringe Festival, the comedy show.
And you gave us, Garth, and I don't know if we're allowed to say this, but I'm going to say it. You gave us the VIP treatment. You just said, you open up the gate or the rope or something, so right this way. And we were through.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I got to do a fair bit of trouble that day, John, but it was worth it though. Because it didn't bother me.
You got into trouble.
Because the king of talkback was there, so I said, "No, he's here." And but over the years, John, you've made my night shifts a lot smoother. Sorry, I'm with emotional food, John.
Don't Garth, now I am.
You guys are amazing. Yes. And for John has been amazing. And, to have all the listeners all the time. For him, it's like you guys are family. And
they've made my night shift's a lot smoother, and I've been doing night shift for 15 years. And it's, I used to listen to Chris Hills. Chris was on originally when you were doing now, John, and then I think you were on the weekends, and then he left.
That's
took
right.
over from Graham's show.
That's right.
And then you took over, and so I left, and good old Tony Serve as well.
Yeah, God bless him. That's right.
And you guys are so nice to everyone, so that's why it's sort of, and part of the family, John,
Yes.
Well,
all the best.
We are still there on the Facebook. Thank you, Garth. Don't do that to me. Thank you. God bless you, Garth. You're all right, Garth. I appreciate the emotion. Says more than our words prevent us saying.
That's true. It's very emotional, and yes, but I think very good things will happen, and John are
Thank you,
always
darling.
with people.
That's why you're here, because there are times where I'm not really able to talk, so you can do that. It's 27 minutes to 3.
Oliver Peterson.
Australia's #1 motoring journalist, Trent Nikolic. What do you think of the watered-down emissions rules by the Albanese government?
On Perth Live.
Hardly unsurprising. I'm told by an insider that Anthony Albanese himself got involved and said to the ministers, you need to sort this out. It is not in any manufacturer's best interest to just make up numbers and say cars are going to be more expensive. There's no value in that. And I think what the government has announced here had to happen.
Perth Live with Oliver Peterson.
Your local choice for the drive home.
Weekdays from 3 on Perth's 6PR.
Our bathroom wear stock is overflowing at Beaumont's, so we're pulling the plug. Save on bathroom packages. Take up to 30% off all bathroom wear, like exclusive Timberline Vanity, 30% off. You'll be happy you chose Beaumont's.
Is your commercial or investment property achieving its true value? DFR Commercial now offers a free health check so you can be sure your investments are performing as they should. Here's why our clients trust the award-winning team at DFR Commercial.
It's their health check they have in place. It guarantees my properties are always doing well.
They don't create problems, they solve them. McDonald's an all-round nice guy.
Make the move to DFR Commercial today and get your free health check. Visit dfrcommercial.com.au.
Make your money work harder with Latrobe Financial, Australia's leading alternative asset manager. Visit latrobefinancial.com.au. Before deciding to invest, consider the PDS from Latrobe Financial Asset Management Limited, AFSL 222213.
For 45 years, Mritz has been devoted to providing Perth families with the very best air conditioning solutions. Jeff Moritz here. We've installed thousands of Fujitsu ducted air conditioners, and I'm convinced they remain the most reliable air conditioners available. And no surprise that again we have been recognised as WA's largest Fujitsu dealer. Your family deserves the best air conditioning installed by WA's most awarded air conditioning business.
Moritz, the trusted name in air conditioning and solar.
Bob, did you put the dog out? There's a wet patch on the carpet.
Struth, Shell. There's water dripping from the ceiling. Looks like the gutters overflowed during that storm last night.
Didn't you get them cleaned before winter?
Oh, crikey, I forgot. Now the gutters are chockers and the downpipes are blocked.
Don't wait till it's too late. Get Chockers Gutter Cleaning to suck the muck from your gutters and downpipes with their industrial vacuum, leaving no mess. They also offer a regular cleaning service with discounted rates. Visit chockersguttercleaning.com.au.
Getting off the couch, stepping out with new friends, hiking up a hill, or walking around the block. When you choose walking, every step is a victory. Because wherever you're going, walking wins. It doesn't matter how or when or where you do it, for a healthy mind, body and heart, walking wins. Discover more ways to win at walking with the Heart Foundation. Go to walking.org.au.
We bought our home years ago. I wonder what it's worth now.
I'm looking to move. Is now a good time to sell?
I've seen a house on the market I love. Should I buy or sell first?
What's the Perth market really doing?
Don't waste your time Googling it. Take the confusion out of real estate. Ask The Agency, the industry leaders from WA's #1 office. Your home is our community. Visit theagency.com.au for the answers. On Perth 6PR, this is Perth Overnight with Jon Lewis.
Hey, good morning, 23 minutes to 3. Boy, what a morning it's been. Thank you for waiting. You can't believe.
It has been difficult yet, but baby, the thing is, you put all your heart in the work, everything.
It's been hard. But it's also been good too, and it's lovely to have Debbie joining us. Good morning, Debbie.
Well, John, I woke up at 2 o'clock or something, I think it was, to hear some strange conversation that I thought I must have been living a bit of a dream or a nightmare there. And I've just had contact with Nursing to confirm what I thought wasn't true is true. So I want to say to both Gloria and yourself, and particularly Gloria, for letting us have you for so long and sharing our nights rather than, sharing your nights at home where you could be. And as you know, a lot of us are very devastated at the way this has happened. And clearly, as a people person, as you know I am, I always feel for people first. So I'm particularly feeling for both of you tonight. and into the early hours of the morning of what this last, few hours means, because like some of the other callers, I've been listening to 6PR, I guess since I was about 6 or 7 when my mother would turn the radio on, and I was listening to John Fryer and Peter Dean and all the others.
Yes.
And then when I was old enough to be a teenager and have my own radio, I was listening to Graham Mabry through my high school years to get through long nights of assignments and things. Then through my teaching career out in the bush, sometimes the radio was crackling and you didn't get 6PR too well, and that was before internet like you describe. But maybe if there's time towards the end of your program, John, that you can play the Tina Turner song, Simply the Best.
Oh, wow.
Because I just think that we always have to find a bright side to some sort of concluding or ending chapter. Not that this is a end to your chapter, because you and Gloria will find a new path and a new project and a new, I guess, what I call movement to go forward in another way, whether that's radio or something else. But we know that your talents are many and varied, and particularly we will miss your humour, because clearly I think a lot of people just love to hear that when sometimes there's a dark side or a caller comes, on the air that needs to be uplifted, or, I think, how do I describe this? Listen to with great vigour and a lot of empathy. That's what you're best at, John.
That's true. And the very good song to choose for John. I think that.
And right now I'm just sitting here on the back of my bed, and I don't play ukulele well because, as you know, I gave you one, but I've got a little toy one here for one of my nephews. So just humour me for 1 minute while I just do a couple of, sort of chords, so that when you're thinking sad things, just remember of happiness, of music and love and laughter. So here we go, just a few little chords. So, John, I don't want to take too much more of your time.
That was, Debbie, that was beautiful.
But
like
each
angels.
caller, brings a bit of their own self and soul. And as Nurston and, of course, Lady Norma have already said to me, we always remember the good things, and let's let the other things go. So like you've said to others, finish off your night in the spirit that we know you will. And we love you, John. We love you, Gloria.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Debbie. It really means a lot to me. Thank you, Debbie. It was amazing. And that playing ukulele was too much. It was so lovely.
We were missing the ukulele tonight.
And the song that you've chosen, Simply the Best, darling, do you remember when Karen Magistro, I think, am I pronouncing your name right, Karen? She came to one of our parties. I love parties. And she performs as Tina Turner and does a wonderful performance as Tina Turner. And she said, John, I want to sing a song for you. And there she was at the party, and she got the whole crowd to sing Simply the Best.
She was amazing. And that song.
That made me cry that day too. Wow. That is quite a tribute, Debbie. We have Brenda joining us. Good morning, Brenda. Are you there, Brenda? Oh, sorry, Pam. I'm sorry, Pam. Hello, Pam.
Oh, good morning, John. I have you on every night, but just woke up. The wireless is always going, and I heard. I can't believe what I've heard. John, I met you and Gloria at Graham Mabry's send-off.
Oh, that was a beautiful day, wasn't it?
It was a lovely night, wasn't it?
Royston Hardy worked so hard to make that special.
Yeah, it was.
That's right. But I've got lovely memories of you. I can remember when Betty used to ring and play.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
All those lovely songs she'd play. And she'd hold her telephone to the cassette player.
Yes. It was so funny, listening to Betty play the songs to you. Oh, John, what are we going to do without you? I don't know.
Well, 6PR have been very kind to me, and they have said, of course, that there are opportunities in the future, and I look forward to them.
Yes. Anyway, I wish you and Gloria all the best, John. And I am going to miss you terribly. Goodbye and good luck.
Yes, thank you. Yes, we love you, all. Pam. Yes, and John really will miss you all, and especially this time because for him it has been part of his life. And you all.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that was probably a mistake for me to make what I love part of my life because
but that's why you do the best, baby, because what happens is when you do it from your heart with love, that's what you can see and you do the best.
Well, that's true, and it's important to do things from your heart, isn't it? Then you know this. And see Liz. Thank you, darling. Liz is here. Good morning, Liz. Thank you for waiting.
Good morning, John. My pleasure. And yes, like you always say, do I need my ears tested? When you used to gong the songs, I'll get to. I almost thought I needed my ears tested what I was hearing. So there's a bit of a joke for you. Hello, Gloria. Lovely to meet you. Finally.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Don and I are so glad you have Gloria, John, just like I have Don by my side. I'm so glad Gloria is by your side now. Now, I'm also so glad I sent that parcel to you, the Weber cookbook, remember?
Ah, yes, what a gorgeous
book. For plugging my books on air. I'll never forget that. Thank you so much for that.
I never see it like that.
It meant a lot to me.
But I've always made a policy of never acknowledging any gifts that I've received because I didn't want people to spend their hard-earned on me because I get paid to do this. But as I won't have that opportunity anymore, I will say now formally thank you so much because that's a gorgeous book and I think you spent far too much money on it, Liz. But it's as you know, I love anything to do with Weber's.
It was nothing compared to what you did for me. And I was about to share good news in the time to come, but now I won't be able to. But I will be able to write to you.
Yes.
What was that? P.O. Box 6721
East Perth 6892. But I'm easy to find on the internet if you ever want to email me. John at johnlewislive.com. That's always easy to find.
Well, I can't email you a card.
Well, then,
for your birthday and for your anniversary. That's what I was listening to the other listener.
Gorgeous.
And I just wanted to, on the 10th of November, my late sister was 7th of November, and I always have an affection because my son is on the 26th of November. So when you said 10th of November, it's kind of you're part of the family, and our son is on the 9th of November. So there you go, you're part of the family.
Well, what a beautiful family to be part of.
So if I can have your, I'm sure a lot of other listeners would love to write to you. So it's P.O. Box 67216892.
Oh, yeah. So it's East Perth 6892. So the postcode is 6892 and the postbox is 6721.
Okay, East Perth. Thank you for that. And finally, on a note of a joke, you and your joke.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if you recall me sending you a joke about when a door closes and another one opens, as everyone's saying to you, the house is haunted.
Oh, watch out for that.
Do you remember that one?
I love that. That's a joke with a lot of spirit. I like it. Thank you, Liz.
And the final joke is, I hope they're not going to bring in AI for the new program they're thinking of, where there's a Jon Lewis AI, artificial intelligence. They bring it into the banks. Why not on radio? So I'm just wondering.
It might be the first time I'm associated with any form of intelligence. It might be an improvement. Thank you, Liz.
Yeah,
God bless
and
you.
a song request that I never got to get asked for. I don't know whether tomorrow morning you'd have a spot, but a tribute song to Gloria. Gloria. That one.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that is so beautiful.
Good on you, Gloria.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Liz. That is wonderful. And Don as well. Thank you, Liz. Liz and Don. Liz is a great author, has written some lovely books to help people on their journey with mental health, if you look for Liz's books. Nice. Where are we up to now? Have I got Les, I think it is. Hey, Les, thank you for waiting, Les.
John.
How are you,
John,
Les?
Is this a distraction from the Labor government?
That's right.
Is that what you're up to?
They'll do anything to get a distraction going.
Are you not going to the other side, the Liberal Party with Basil, are you? Is this the plan, is it?
Not that I'm aware of, no. But I must admit, one day I would like to get into politics. I have always thought that would be one way I could use my skills one day in the future. Who knows? Maybe this is the opportunity.
Maybe.
Oh, don't do that, John. Don't do that. You'd be into the twilight with those brainless people. But John,
I'd be the voice of treason.
I'm really sad to hear that, John. Gloria.
Thank you, Les. It means a lot that you've called up to say hi. I'll be able to get into those pigs trotters now that you've tested me with
John,
so much.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I hope Gloria cooks you a nice trotter, curry or something.
Yeah,
that she will remember Les with trotters.
Well, I hope she doesn't actually, Les, but I will have more delicious ways of remembering you, I'm sure.
Oh.
My dad, God bless him, would have loved pig trotters. Thank you, Les. He would love them. He'd say, you get some good meat on those.
What are your plans for Saturday night? How does this sound?
They're ready. Racing.
That's right, the weather is heating up, and so's the Greyhound racing action every Saturday night at Tap Touch Park, Cannington. Join us in Box 1 restaurant for our famous buffet, or grab something tasty from the bar menu. And we also race Mondays and Wednesdays, with free entry every night. Visit greyhoundswa.com.au for further details. Greyhound Racing. You'll love it.
Come along to the Sink Warehouse. You can never go wrong at the Sink Warehouse.
Time for a kitchen upgrade? The Sink Warehouse has all your cabinetry needs sorted. From sleek cupboards to spacious drawers and ingenious inserts, our in-house design team will bring your vision to life. DIY or hire some help. The choice is yours. We also supply appliances, taps, and of course, the kitchen sink. Turn your kitchen dreams into reality at the Sink Warehouse.
SinkWarehouse.com.au.
No further bidding. Going once, going twice. Sold.
Family owned and operated, Ross's Auctions has been the key leaders in auctioneering and valuing since 1983. With grassroots knowledge in everything they do, Ross's Auctions continue to ensure their buyers and clients are fully understood. And that's why they're WA's most trusted auctioneering and valuing service firm for mining industries, timber and hardware, catering and vehicle and transport, with on-site and online auctions for your convenience. Head to auctions.com.au to find out when our next auction is taking place.
Large soy caramel mocha frappuccino with extra caramel.
Cut through the blah to hear more of what you want with Specsavers Advanced Hearing Technology. Book an appointment with our audiology professionals for high-definition sound at low Specsavers prices. Always follow the directions for use.
Picture this. Crystal clear 4K streaming, fast web page loading, and even faster downloads and uploads on multiple devices at the same time. Sounds good? Well, you might be one of more than 3.5 million Australian homes and businesses ready to turbocharge your internet speed with NBN's full fibre upgrades. To find out if you can get NBN's fastest home internet, Google NBN. Check your address, then talk to your internet provider. Customer experience may vary. Talk to your retailer for details.
Welcome aboard. We kindly ask all passengers to fasten their seatbelts. Preparing for departure.
Dad!
Recline with 3 rows of comfort. Indulge in seamless, convenient tech. And let a 5-star ANCAP safety rating give you extra peace of mind. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today to discover more. The Hyundai Palisade Luxury SUV. Welcome to first class. Imagine that. Hyundai.
There's no feeling of peace like a calm ocean at sunset. Lapping waves against your boat. Deep breaths, seagulls, salty air against your face, and the peace of mind knowing your boat is covered on land and in the water. Change the way you set out on your boat with RAC Insurance. Search RAC Boat Insurance. T's and C's apply. Check the PDS and TMD at rac.com.au.
On Perth 6PR, this is Perth Overnight with Jon Lewis.
That's right. I do like the Beatles, and I've been a bit indulgent with my choice of Beatles songs through the morning. Little bits here and little bits there. I love it. We have... let me get my order right. Tony, good on you, Tony, for waiting. Morning, Tony.
Good morning, mate. This is my first call to you, but I believe my son got in touch with you many, many years ago when he worked on cruise ships.
Wow, how about that, Tony? That is something.
Well, it's true, but the thing is, I've just tried to get in touch with him. He lives in Russia.
Wow.
Yeah, he lives in Russia, in Moscow, well, near Moscow, with his Russian wife, and I've tried to get in touch with him earlier on, but I can't, so he's out there somewhere. But he'll be devastated, like most of us are. I can't believe what I'm hearing, John. I really can't.
Well, it's just one of those economic decisions that happens in an economic world, Tony. There's only so many dollars to go round, and after a while, I remember it's happened in the past when money was tight. Some of our news colleagues, there wasn't the opportunity to keep them employed, and so that's what's happened this time round. This time it was my turn. It's been other people's turn in the past.
Yeah. Have you got a pen and paper there, haven't you?
I have.
Right. I'd like you to write down Travelling with Russell. And all the other callers as well. He's got 139,000 followers.
Well, that's wonderful. Travelling with Russell.
Yeah, Russell, RUSSELL. You can Google it. Google him. Or Google it, whatever you call it. I'm getting a bit old in tools now. And some things well, he just did a video of where that... Well, murder.
Wow.
And,
oh, yes.
He did a video on that. And he was very upset about it because he was only there the week before.
That's right.
He was only there the week before.
I mean,
he even had the opportunity to go see the Methuselahs as well, playing I'll get mixed up with them names. Him and 20 other followers went.
How it is. Well, we'll be looking at that website for sure, Travelling with Russell. I got to say, Tony, thank you so much for ringing through. Your first time on the radio. It meant that we've got this opportunity to say hello and goodbye at the same time.
Well, that's right. And even Gloria might like looking at the videos he does.
Yeah, we will check it out. Thank you, Tony, and God bless you, and thank you for waiting on to say hi.
I don't know what to say. Like all you other callers, mate, we're all devastated.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. Thank you, Tony.
Really are, mate. And best of luck. Best of luck to you. I'm sure you'll do well somewhere, John.
Thank you,
I know
Tony.
you will.
And say hello to Russell.
Oh, well, I've already tried to... I've tried to get in touch with him, but I'm not getting anything back at the moment. So
times can be a bit hard over there. I really appreciate it. God bless you. Thank you, Tony.
Start your day the right way.
Carl Langdon, he doesn't know whether he wants to sell his premiership jumper. Is anyone interested? It is a bit of history.
Breakfast with Millsy and Carl.
I'll go 2,500.
Okay. So when he starts to talk about money, his eyebrows go up. What about this one? Hey, Millsy, I would give Carl $10,000, but I would offer $20,000 for anyone else who played that day. That's from Murray.
Cut it out, Muzz.
Wait for this.
Hey?
From me and $50,000 for your premiership jumper.
50,000.
He did say if I was in a position to be able to pay that, I would offer him 50,000.
Wake up with the people you know. Breakfast with Millsy and Carl. Weekdays from 5 on Perth 6PR.
They arrived late, did not fix the tap properly, and were overpriced. I do not recommend.
Karen, forget the review. I've called Goods Property Services.
When you need a plumber or electrician for your property, demand a better service. Goods Property Services are highly skilled tradespeople who will get the job done properly. Fast, efficient, reliable. Demand a better service. Visit goodspropertyservices.com.au.
At Perth Radiological Clinic, we bring clarity to your health journey through the lens of cutting-edge radiology. We specialise in diagnostic medical imaging, but beyond the technology, it's our commitment to your well-being that's most important. Our team of experts aim to bring clarity to your health journey. Every image we capture tells a story, and we're here to help you understand yours. With 20 clinics spread across Perth, we offer convenient access to a broad range of radiology services to suit your needs. Book online by searching Perth Radiological Clinic.
Hello there. Well, the 6PR News is not very far away for 3 o'clock. Still lots of lovely friends to join us, and I'm loving your company.
At 6PR, we want to hear from you. 133 882. Perth 882 6PR.
Latest inflation figures show household power bills are beginning to ease and gas prices are falling. Overall, consumer prices have remained steady for the year to February at 3.4%. Federal Treasurer Jim Chalmers has told Parliament it shows Labor's cost of living policies are working.
When you look at the electricity price rises since June of last year, they have gone up 3%. You know what they would have been were it not for our energy plan? 18.1%.
Order.
3%. 18.1% since the middle of last year.
Some economists believe the data could prompt the Reserve Bank to begin cutting interest rates later this year. Labor has accused the federal opposition of playing politics with the nation's borders after new migration laws failed to pass. The coalition claims the proposed changes are being rushed and could open more loopholes in the system. The new rules would allow the government to jail asylum seekers who refuse to be deported if they are deemed not to be genuine refugees. An inquiry will be held over the next month to examine the government's legislation. There are calls to introduce changes to industry awards to protect workers for unfair rostering and ensure greater consistency. The ACTU says employees, particularly those in hospitality or retail, are often subject to last-minute roster changes and shifts as short as 1 hour. President Michelle O'Neill says they deserve stronger protections.
The right to say no to extra hours when workers aren't available to do it and they've not been given proper notice about it and they've got caring responsibilities. The right to be able to have a minimum number of hours in any shift, and we say 4 hours is a reasonable amount.
The wife of Julian Assange has expressed dismay at a decision by the High Court to delay his extradition to the UK. The court has ruled it needs more information before making a decision about whether the WikiLeaks can appeal his extradition to the US. It's seeking assurances from the Biden administration first, but Stella Assange says that's not good enough and the case should have been dropped altogether.
Julian is a political prisoner. He is a journalist, and he is being persecuted because he exposed the true cost of war in human lives.
And Donald Trump has been issued a gag order preventing him from publicly commenting about witness and court staff ahead of his criminal trial. The former president will stand trial next month for allegedly paying hush money to a porn star ahead of the 2016 election. And checking sport, Raiders winger Albert Hoppate has been sidelined after a freak accident at a teammate's house. Essendon coach Brad Scott will continue to tell his players to target the ball after Peter Wright was suspended for 4 weeks. Chris O'Connell's run at the Miami Open has come to to an end in the fourth round, defeated in straight sets by Yannick Sinner. Alex de Minaur has also been eliminated. And Ukraine has qualified for football's Euro 2024 after fighting back to beat Iceland 2-1 in their playoff final. That's the latest news and sport.
There's no feeling of peace like a calm ocean at sunset. Lapping waves against your boat, deep breaths, seagulls, salty air against your face, and the peace of mind knowing your boat is covered on land and in the water. Change the way you set out on your boat with RAC Insurance. Search RAC Boat Insurance. T's and C's apply. Check the PDS and TMD at rac.com.au.
Want to win an Outback adventure like no other?
It's Carl and Sarah here from the Today Show, and this week we've partnered with Venture Atlas to give away an incredible 6-day getaway in Western Australia's iconic Kimberley region.
This adventure-packed holiday will have the winner and their guest exploring this spectacular region in style on an impressive helicopter, seaplane, luxury four-wheel drive and boat adventure. So you have every angle covered.
Wow, worth more than $22,000. Enter now on the Today Show website.
Entries close this Friday, so get packing and good luck.
Spending more time searching than watching? Wasting time having to go in and out of apps? Meet Hubble. For only $99, it fuses your favorite streaming apps and free-to-air TV channels into a single experience, making TV and streaming easy. Get it now for the introductory price of $99 with free express delivery. Visit hubble.com.au to buy now. Applies to Hubble small device. Broadband and separate app subscriptions are required.
Everybody's hubbling.
The cost of living keeps rising. Thankfully, so does the sun. That's why more Aussies are getting smart with Solar Heart. Go solar today and get up to $1,000 off a Solar Heart solar power system and battery package. That's right, get up to $1,000 off when you purchase a 5 kilowatt and above Solar Heart solar power system and an eligible GoodWe battery. Lower your energy bills with every sunrise. Get smart. Get Solar Heart. Terms and conditions apply.
That sound isn't your phone dinging. It's the sound of you winning with DoorDash. Because while your kids were at swimming practice and you were in the stands trying not to laugh, a dedicated dasher was collecting yogurt pouches and delivering them directly to your door, just as you and your hungry crew arrived home. Congratulations, because while the kids were swimming, you were winning. Smash it. DoorDash it.
Weather. Want 6PR in your pocket? Download the 6PR app now.
Ooh. It's... wow. Maybe we don't need the weather this morning.
Oh.
You know who we need? I think we need a talk from Frank. He's always, you remember Frank? He's always, I think you've met Frank a few times, and he can help us out. Here he comes, making his way to the telephone. Hello, Frank. Well, while we're finding you, Frank.
Hello.
Oh, there you are. I knew you'd be there, Frank. I knew you wouldn't let us down.
Well, good morning, John and Gloria. I never thought I'd be saying adios amigo after your short stint in Talkback Radio. It's only been about 30-odd years, hasn't it?
Yes, 39.99 years, apparently, so they tell me.
Well, I've been talking with you for about 25 of those years, and it's been a lot of fun, John.
It has.
And we are going to miss you, mate, and you are this is a bombshell, and once again, the executives at 6PR and the Nine Network have made a horrible mistake, as usual. And you'll, whatever you do, John, you'll have a good time, mate. And you and Gloria can do a lot of travelling from now, and you deserve it. You deserve a rest.
Well, I really appreciate it, Frank.
I like that idea.
You like
and Gloria, you look after our mate and take him on a nice holiday, all right?
I will. I promise. Yes.
Wow.
Well, adios, amigos.
Oh, adios, amigo.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you so much.
I must say it touched me when you say look after our mate. It's nice. Thank you, Frank. Well, it's a hard morning.
Yes.
I don't know why it got so hard. I was all right there for a while. Then it all fell apart a bit. Emma, thank you for waiting on, Emma. Thank you.
Hi, John. I just couldn't not ring and say goodbye. You've been, it's just amazing over the years. I started listening to you when I was pregnant with my child, and I had this thing called cholestasis, which makes you really, really itchy, and you can't sleep. It drives you crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, you just scratch and scratch. I mean, other ladies out there might have heard of it, and your liver just goes crazy. But then once you've had the baby, it all settles down.
Oh.
But it's just a weird thing, and it's just. And I remember the first time I never had listened to Talkback Radio, and I was just lying there thinking, God, how am I going to stop this itching? And I just couldn't think of anything, and I was, watching TV, but it wasn't doing it for me. And I thought, I'm just going to lie down. And then I saw the radio, and I thought, I'm just going to turn the radio on. And it was the first time that I actually had turned on, the radio in years. And I was trying to find something that was on. And then I heard, just switching through all the channels, and of course nothing was on because this was like about 2-3 o'clock in the morning. And I hear you talking. I hear this guy talking to this woman, and she was going through something really awful as well. And I just started listening, and then another caller, and you were just so beautiful to them. And it was just, and then I just lay there, and all of a sudden I didn't even think about being itchy anymore.
Wow,
and and it was just amazing. And that was 2009, and I had listened to you through a lot of good times and a lot of bad times. And I didn't ring very often. But it was good. It was good knowing that you were there, and of course the other guys as well. But you were the main one that I used to listen to.
Yeah.
And when times were tough, it was just good to listen to you. And this is a weird thing to say, but it was good to listen to you and just fall asleep listening to you instead of having just dead silence.
My darling wife does that. When I'm telling her about something I've built or created, she's like, gone. I think she does it a bit quicker than you.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that Channel 9 or whoever runs 6PR, that if they have someone listening to all these people saying this, I can't understand why. I just don't understand. Anyway, it just boggles my mind because it's just an unbelievable thing. I think it's one of the last shows, isn't it, in WA that goes through the whole night?
Yes, I think so. I think that might be the case. It's something I'm very proud of making.
I just miss listening to all the people that you talk to as well. The older ladies, I can't remember all their names, but they're all beautiful. The lady that's losing her sight, I used to like listening to her all
Phyllis,
the time.
Dear Phyllis. Morning, Phyllis.
Yeah. And the other lady that there was two with the same name. I think they were Jean or Joan, and they lived out past the hills there, I think. And they used to have such wonderful stories to tell, and it's just really amazing just listening to it all. I just wanted to say thank you for being there, and I think they're making a big mistake. That's all I'm going to say, because there's so many people that are just going to miss you so much, and they're going to miss 6PR because it's just not going to be the same like listening to something from Eastern States. It's not us. We're Perth. We're Western Australians. We're different. We're sandgropers. We're different.
Well, it's interesting. The PR and 6PR historically stands for Perth Radio. I discovered a while back, and I like that PR, Perth Radio. Because each of the radio stations has some letters, and they decided at the time what it should mean. And so that was what 6PR was designed to be, PR, Perth Radio. I love it. Thank you, Emma.
I just want to wish you all the very best, and to your wife as well, Gloria, all the very best, and I hope that everything that you wish for comes true. And I honestly hope that one day I turn the radio on and you're back on. If that's what you want to do. I really, really wish that.
I do love radio. It's very important to me. And the management here have been, great for the circumstances, giving me this opportunity to say goodbye. But also, they've said when there are future opportunities, they'll be giving me a call, which is really lovely to know. So I'm most grateful.
I really look forward to that. I really do.
Thank
I
you,
just hope that all the crowd doesn't move to another station and that we miss hearing you on those odd occasions, because it might very well happen, because we're all quite cross, to be honest. I'm cross. Yeah. But anyway, all the very best.
Thanks, Emma.
And, we will miss you.
I really
and I really
appreciate
mean
it.
that, not just saying. I wouldn't stay up until 3:30 or whatever it is to say that. So
and how
really
is the little one? After all that itching, how is the little one?
How did it go? It all went well. He's like 14. He's nearly 15 now.
15 years old. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So that's how long I've been listening
to you. So you've gone from itching to pulling your hair out.
Yeah, it's a terrible thing. And if any ladies are going through it now, you do get through it. And as soon as you have that baby, it's just like a switch. It goes, a switch goes off, and you just stop itching. It's just an amazing, weird condition.
Well, who
I think
knew?
it's like the women who get the diabetes while they're pregnant.
Oh, I see.
But it's the liver, and it makes you very itchy. Yeah.
What a story! I love it. Thank you, Emma. God bless you.
Good night.
Good on you, Emma. That is so amazing, isn't it? So many wonderful people.
It's amazing, all these stories to the listeners.
There are, and there's more coming along, and I'm grateful. So many people waiting. It's been just, if you can't get through, it's because it's just lines have been jammed all through the morning, which is just very heartwarming.
That's your rideshare. That's your pizza. That's your online shopping. And that's your blood test. With Saturn Pathology, getting your blood tested won't drive you mad. You won't drive anywhere, because Saturn Pathology's mobile collection service comes to you. Ask your doctor for Saturn Pathology next time you need a blood test. We accept all referral forms, use high-tech vein finders for best results, and bulk bill. Say goodbye to difficult blood tests with Saturn Pathology.
Bob, did you put the dog out? There's a wet patch on the carpet.
Struth, Shell. There's water dripping from the ceiling. Looks like the gutters overflowed during that storm last night.
Didn't you get them cleaned before winter?
Oh, crikey, I forgot. Now the gutters are chockers and the downpipes are blocked.
Don't wait till it's too late. Get Chockers Gutter Cleaning to suck the muck from your gutters and downpipes with their industrial vacuum, leaving no mess. They also offer a regular cleaning service with discounted rates. Visit chockersguttercleaning.com.au.
Leonie here from Amana Living. We understand some clients struggle to accept help because they're proudly independent. But having a bit of help around the home will keep you independent longer. If you've received your home care assignment letter, you may be surprised how liberating it can be to have a little help gardening and cleaning, or even help with personal care. And usually, there's no out-of-pocket expenses.
Amana Living. Professionally trained, naturally kind.
Experience the magic of Annie the Musical as it lights up the stage at the Regal Theatre these April school holidays. The sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta come face to face with the iconic characters and timeless songs that have charmed audiences for decades. Come and cheer for Annie, the little girl with big dreams.
It's hard enough life for
Annie the Musical. Book today at Ticket Tech.
It's hard enough life.
The cost of living keeps rising. Thankfully, so does the sun. That's why more Aussies are getting smart with Solar Heart. Go solar today and get up to $1,000 off a Solar Heart solar power system and battery package. That's right. Get up to $1,000 off when you purchase a 5 kilowatt and above Solar Heart solar power system and an eligible Goodwee battery. Lower your energy bills with every sunrise. Get smart. Get Solar Heart. Terms and conditions apply.
Another relaxing weekend in the garden, pruning the roses and pottering about the garden beds. But not for Jane.
Come on, Karcher, let's clean.
With a Karcher pressure washer, Jane has the power to clean the build-up of mould and grime on the timber deck, pavers and walls. Dirt doesn't stand a chance. Karcher pressure washers. For the power to clean, choose the world's #1. Get yours today at Bunnings Warehouse.
Gotta go, Upco, gotta go, Upco,
Stay warm in the winter, cool in the summer with Arco Double Glazing's unbeatable pricing on selected overstock colours. You could double glaze your entire home for less than $30,000. Supply only and trades are welcome to inquire. Contact them today for more details at arcodoubleglazing.com.au.
Go Double Glazing.
Perth overnight on 6PR. Thanks to Storage King. Decluttering? Do it with Storage King. CanStar Blues 2023 Most Satisfied Customer Award winner. Search Storage King.
Good morning, 18 after 3. And again, I'm saying this all morning. Thank you. Thank you for your text messages. There's no way I can read out the text messages on air because there's so many. But I have been reading them.
Oh, yes, baby. They have been amazing. Everybody sending messages and all the calls. Thank you so much.
Been amazing. But I am reading them off air and I'm going to take copies and I'll have lots of time to read them in my spare time. But there's someone we've absolutely got to talk to, and that person is Gina of the United States of America. Welcome to the Americas. Good morning, Gina.
Welcome. I was hoping I'd get through. Hi, Gloria. You are smart to beat her. You can't be driving home. I know it's going to be a shock.
I know.
You're my rock. You can't leave me. I mean, it's noon over here, so I'm able to listen longer than most people. Hey, everybody, I heard it on Facebook, and I text Norma. The nurse was like, what's going on? See, that's why I talk fast, so other calls will have a chance to get on. But are you going to be there in May when I'm there? If I'm there, I mean, what's going on? Help.
Well, I certainly
I'll
don't.
miss you already.
I don't plan on moving, that's for sure. And it will be incredible that you'll be coming out this way. That is going to be amazing. So many people are going to love it.
Good. I mean, I'm like, oh my God, what's everybody's? And I was texting Fred. He's gone. I was like, oh, no. They did a bad thing. You give hope and happiness to people who are shut in. I can drive, but I still feel like a shut-in because it's boring where I'm at. We don't have talk radio like you do here. We just have one topic, politics, sports, cars. Nobody, hey, how you doing? What's going on? What's going on in your life? You're like therapy, like the lady said. You're therapy. And God, I need therapy.
Well, I'd love that quote that one of our friends shared earlier.
Yeah,
John, you're the cheap counselor. I love it so much.
You are. People talk in. And what were those poor people who didn't know and then they call tomorrow thinking you're on? I mean, you know, and it's just like, it's a major disruption. I mean, I'm being selfish. I know I feel like I'm being selfish because I feel like, you can't do it to me. But I know you get on your feet.
Well, it's nothing personal. It's just an economic decision. That's just sometimes there's not enough money to go around. And when times are tough.
Just cut one day. I mean, come on. They're going to lose a lot of stuff. It's like people before pennies. America still uses pennies, so it's people before pennies. I mean, you know, maybe cut a day or something.
That's a good quote, though, isn't it? People before pennies. I like that.
Yes. I mean, you know, cut a day or something. Look at these people in the nursing home and who work the overnight shift. I mean, it's 12:30 over here.
Yeah.
But just over there, they're lonely. They don't want to talk, you know. It's like your slogan says, Paul. I mean, what are they going to do? What am I going to do?
What am I going to do? I know, Gina, people love you, and wherever you go, they'll gravitate towards you because of your energy and your kindness.
Yeah. But I will still text, email me. You got phone numbers, so when I'm on out to Perth Airport and going, because it's not going to be no fun being there if nobody's there. It's like, anybody here? Hi, anybody going to meet me at the airport? Yeah, because I'm still trying to make a life over there. Maybe I still have to come back and sell everything, but I'm still trying to, like, you know, I know more people over there than I do over here.
Well, I must say, I do feel one of my disappointments is that you got to know Perth, Western Australia through our talk show here after midnight, and you got to know us all, and you got to know the people, and you got to know what Perth's like, and then you said, right, you know what? I'm going to come to Perth. I'm going to get a ticket to an airplane, and I'm going to come to Perth. And the thing that has attracted you to Perth will change. And so that's a disappointment for me, that what you were hoping for won't be here when you arrive. But there'll be something here for you for sure, Gina, and I'm pretty sure we'll gather up a posse of people, even if I have to go deputise them myself. You and you, over here. What's her name? Gina. Trina? No, Gina. Just say Gina.
A listener, person luncheon. How's it a person luncheon, you know, or something? I mean, I got to bring you my spiced coffee.
Oh, my goodness, that would be something. You keep safe, Gina. It's been really wonderful getting to know you, and I'm sure we'll be in touch again. Good on you, Gina.
Okay.
Thank you.
You got my email and phone number and text message. Bye, everybody. Love you.
Love you, Gina. Bye.
Gina of the USA.
We love Gina.
Beverly, thank you, Beverly, for waiting through all of this. I know it's not easy sometimes waiting. Thank you, Beverly.
Yeah. Hi, John. Hi, Gloria. I think you're very special, John, so I'd like to write to you, if that's okay.
Please, I would love that. I love, particularly letters, but emails as well. My email, John at it'll be John at johnlewislive.com. But I have a feeling my 6PR one might still continue, so if I do casual work.
Oh, I'm at John. Is John Lewis one word without...
Oh, well, my old
dot
email is, I think, very confusing email. So it's John at Jon Lewis Live. But really,
did you say you prefer handwritten ones? Did you say?
Well, I do like handwritten letters. But if anyone ever needs to find me, just Google me. For some reason, I just pop up very easily on Google. If you Jon Lewis, you just can't miss me. I'm there, and you can find my website, which hasn't been touched for probably 10 years, but I think it still functions.
Yeah, actually, I quite enjoy sending letters, so
they're nice,
I'll send you a
aren't they?
letter instead. Yeah. And also, you have such a beautiful, creative mind. I think you'll be a blessing to whoever employs you.
Well, that's very kind of you, Beverly. I sometimes wonder if I get too creative over things that get silly. Because you would have heard some of the crazy ideas I've had on the show over the years.
Yeah, I love them. I think they're wonderful. In fact, you mentioned something about politics. I think you might put soul in politics.
Well, that's right. I would do something. If not soul, then I'd shoo away the troubles.
Yeah. Is there anything in particular that attracts you or you'd like to do?
In politics, one of the main things I just love to do is the accountability, but more make actual things happen, because we've come up with all the answers over the mornings on the program that it just seems so easy. Any of the problems that have faced politics, we've usually come up with 5 or sometimes 10 different ways of solving the problem. So it just astounds me that it can't be that hard. And I think the only thing that would cause me trouble in politics is they might not like that I keep coming up with solutions. And they wouldn't be my solutions. They're just all the ideas that we've come up with through the morning. And I'd just be repeating those. That's all. And if I ever got stuck, I'd just turn on 6PR and there the answers would be again. It seems like it would be the easiest thing in the world. The only tricky thing is getting the votes. But once you got that licked, then the rest would be easy.
Is there any party you fancy?
Honestly, I don't think it'd matter. Just however...
Party?
That's right. I'd like the party. The stay out late party.
Oh, you could create your own party, couldn't you?
The tea party.
Yeah, well, that would be different.
Yeah.
I'm sure lots of people would vote for the tea party.
Yeah, featuring me, Mr. T. I just need to get that mohawk and a lot of gold to hang round my neck, y'all. And I'd be backed by the A-team, ready for action, and we'd have our cool van as we slide around the corner, drifting around each corner, making our way ready for action. The only difference is we wouldn't be on the run from the law, hopefully.
Well, I hope not. I mean, I hope that's not on your agenda.
No, not getting stuck down drains. But I got to say, Beverly, it's been wonderful getting to know you and understanding your ideas and how you care about people and how you want peace to be around the world. And if we had just a few more, or quite frankly, a lot more people like you that genuinely wanted peace in whatever form it had to come, the world would definitely be better.
Well, I think you definitely want peace as well.
I do.
Oh,
good on you.
Yeah, and also it's nice to hear you too, Gloria.
Oh, thank you.
My darling has come to help me.
I haven't done much. Yeah.
This has been the only time I've been grateful for you finishing off my sentences.
Yeah, I'm sure just sitting there.
Yeah,
it's a wonderful.
That's how it is.
Yes.
Thank you, Beverly. God bless you. You're amazing.
Okay, well,
I'll
write to you.
That would be so
Thank
nice.
you.
28 after 3 on this 6-hour morning. It's been a bit of a different morning, but certainly got to say a beautiful morning. And talking of beautiful, here he is, as I give him the secret wink, Cole.
Yeah, I know, right? I'll have to take my shirt off.
Oh, that's right, your colourful shirt.
I'll take my shirt off to you. What the hell's going on?
It's an interesting world in which we live.
Right. Yeah, right. Are you actually being replaced by AI, or?
In fact, it's AI operating right now, sir, madam.
No, it's not. Oh, I saw you on the cam just a while ago. Don't you worry.
Oh,
yeah, you and beautiful Gloria.
Hello.
Watching,
Yes, hello, Gloria. I did meet you.
Yes.
So
at the listener lunch, there you were, and you wear your very colourful shirt at our lovely listener lunch.
Yes,
the
I remember.
Sterling Adriatic Centre.
So there's no Christmas in July now. Wow.
Well, you never know, Cole. You never know how we organise these things. I think I will organise a Christmas in July, but it may just be me standing in an empty room. But if you turn up, there'll be two of us.
No. We know Jon Lewis live. We'll find you. We'll dig you. We'll dig you up.
You'll be paying attention. Geez. That's marvellous.
So is today your very last day?
Well, I'm supposed to be back tomorrow, but I got to say I've been finding it very difficult.
I thought you might.
It's going to take a powerful effort from myself to do that.
Well, there's a lot of crazy things going on in this world, isn't there?
Well, that's right, yes. And, we just embrace them. I think that's the most important thing. We embrace them. All these things, I think they make us stronger. Except for aromas. We never want aromas to get stronger.
You enjoy that anagram. You don't even have to use it now. I'm glad I actually got it done.
Oh, so where is the anagram? Have you created?
I emailed it to you.
Oh, good. Well, it may be a hard thing to find because I've got so many emails and so many text messages, but is it under Cole, C-O-L?
No, it's under Ozicist.
How am I going to find that? Oh, is that O-S-O?
No, O-Z.
O-Z. All right.
A-R-C-H-I-S-T.
I think O-Z.
007. 007, got a chuckle 007 in there.
I think 007 should be easy to find. All right.
Well.
I'll find it.
Oh, well, you know what? All I can do is wish you all the best in your new ventures, whatever they may be.
Well, I really appreciate it, Cole, and it's been a delight getting to know you better. Each morning you call through and we discover more about you. You're a character and I love it. And you were the only one at our lunch that gave me the secret wink. I asked if people knew what it was, and you anyway did it.
Something to treasure, mate. Something to treasure.
And I just love that you paid attention to it. It was wonderful.
Oh, like I said, I used to listen all the time. I just never used to ring in, It's just how it is. And I've got half a dozen new blooming listeners for you, and now you're going to go. Oh, my goodness.
You never know what's around the corner. Thank you, Cole. You have a lovely morning.
No worries, mate. Have a good one. Thank you.
God bless you, Cole.
Thank you.
All our lovely friends. And one of our friends who's been with us for decades and decades. I remember our friend Nola. Good morning, Nola.
Good morning, John. I can't believe what I'm hearing, John. What the hell's going on? This company must be bloody crazy.
It's so
John,
strange.
I'm telling you this. This is not an economical situation. This is a freaking supernatural situation. I won't leave it here, John. The company, your boss, is going to hear from me tomorrow. I am not happy about this. There are 2 other announcers who should have gone yonks before you ever should have gone.
No way.
You may, of course, because you're a loyal man. That's what I'm dinkum, and I am going to tell them. I am not happy, John. Not happy. I don't know what's going on, but I tell you what, believe in miracles. This situation that you're in now has brought me to the realisation that Jesus is the good one. The other one is an evil bee, and I am going to be in touch with your boss first thing tomorrow morning. I am not happy, John.
I got to say, Nola, I'm most grateful for your passion, but these decisions, they make them. They don't make them with any kind of malice. They just make them for economics. But I must say, Nola, just very important that I tell you this. In my cleaning up of my things, I found a large envelope with a copy of your book in it. So if you need that, I've got it.
Thank you, John. Thank you.
I kept it because in fact, I remember what it is now because you gave me a copy of your book to read through, and then I think you lost the copy, and I said, well, I'll leave your copy here for you, but I made a spare copy just in case it got lost because I thought I couldn't bear for you to accidentally lose it. So it's probably just a reproduction.
No, I've completely revised the whole thing so many times that what's in that is just defunct.
Okay.
John, I'm not joking. I will be ringing your boss tomorrow, and I believe in miracles, and believe me, something's got to give. I'm just not happy about it. I don't know. I've got it in my mind. I have an understanding of what has happened, and I believe it is a supernatural event. I can't tell you because you wouldn't understand, but I know something sinister is going on here. Something.
I appreciate it. You have a lovely morning, Nola, but most importantly, thank you, because I remember decades ago when you'd call through, and I was quite a different person all those decades ago. And I think I used to introduce you with a sort of a play on your name, like with the song Lola, and I'd say, Nola, Nola. And that must have been you. I'm sure it was. Because I think you're the only one to be kind enough to let me get away with that.
I'm not even going to say goodbye to you, John, because I don't believe it'll be goodbye. I'm ringing your boss tomorrow.
Well, until we say hello again then. Thank you, Nola. Until we say hello again. I must say to the 6PR management, I understand because this, it was made clear to me that this is an economic decision. It's just there's only so much money to go around, the cost of living and the way things work out. But I am most grateful that they've given me the opportunity to say hello and goodbye, which not everybody gets. And it's a trust that comes with that. And I'm very grateful to that trust. Trust and respect means a lot to me.
That's true. And it's nice to say, and listen to the listeners again and have they talk to you again.
I appreciate it. Thank you, darling. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to talk. 24 minutes to 4 right now.
Perth's best morning show is here.
Melbourne player Joel Smith is facing drugs charges. Joel's father, Sean, joins me on the line.
With Gary Adshead.
Sean, if you knew that your son could go into a system in the AFL where he could go to a doctor and say, I've been on the gear, I need a reason not to play this weekend, how would you feel about him going into a code like that?
It'd be, as a parent, you don't want your kids going to that environment.
Mornings with Gary Adshead. Weekdays from 9 on Perth's 6PR.
Imagine if you could transport yourself from your car to this one. Discover the Hyundai Santa Fe. Serenity in the front, harmony in the back. With lane keep assist, avoid the horns and the headaches. Not to mention the choice of 6 or 7 seats to suit all your family's needs. Enjoy a factory bonus of up to $2,000 for a limited time only. Visit your local dealership today. Imagine that. Hyundai.
Having trouble hearing? Listen to the science, not the sales talk. Lions Hearing Clinics are part of Ear Science Institute Australia, our world-renowned research centre right here in Perth.
Our audiologists use the latest research findings in our clinics to assess your hearing and recommend treatments or devices for your specific needs. If you're having trouble hearing, Lions Hearing Clinics are worth listening to. To book your checkup at your local Lions Hearing Clinic, call 1-800-0-LIONS.
Every Saturday morning from 8, thanks to Harvey Norman Computers and Electrical, Charlie Brown helps you navigate the tech world with life and technology. Got a question? Give him a call. Life and Technology, Saturday mornings from 8 on 6PR.
Storage King is CanStar Blues 2023 Most Satisfied Customer Award winner. Rated 5 stars in overall satisfaction, quality of storage, accessibility and safety and security. So when you need to declutter, search Storage King for your nearest store.
Hey, Luke Ryan here. Do you love fishing? Then come see the experts at Tackle West in Cannington, Osborne Park and my new Myrie store. With a massive range of the best products, you'll get all the local knowledge from the folks that know. Check out our rods, reels, bait and thousands of lures in our 3 huge showrooms. So, if you're serious about your fishing, catch us at Tackle West, William Street, Cannington, Hector Street, Osborne Park and now Norma Road, Myrie. We know how to catch fish.
Looking for the perfect getaway? Bicton Travel and Claremont Cruise and Travel Centre have you covered. From sailing the blue waters of the Mediterranean, traversing the epic terrain of Antarctica, or glamping under the stars. Trust their expert travel advisors for your next incredible adventure. They've been creating dream holidays for West Australians for over 25 years. No wonder they were recently awarded Cruise Agency of the Year. Choose Perth's leading travel and cruise specialists. Bicton Travel and Claremont Cruise and Travel Centre. Search bictontravel.com.au.
For 45 years, Mritz has been devoted to providing Perth families with the very best air conditioning solutions. Jeff Moritz here. Beat the summer heat and beat ongoing price increases on Fujitsu reverse cycle ducted air conditioning systems. All perfectly installed in just 3 weeks. With Fujitsu interest-free finance to approved customers, plus my personal money-back guarantee.
Moritz, the trusted name in air conditioning and solar. On Perth 6PR, this is Perth Overnight with Jon Lewis.
If there's anything that you want, if there's anything I can do, just call on me and I'll send it along with love from me to you.
Well, that's sort of how I feel it is as they sing, the love from me to you. But boy, am I feeling the love from you to me. That has just been so strong this morning. It gives me joy, which is who we have now. Good morning, Joy.
Hi. Oh, hi, John.
Hi, Joy.
Oh, John, I'm going to break down. I always listen to you and so I was speaking Gloria. I was tired, so I went to bed early. I woke up at 2 o'clock to this. I can't believe it's happening. The last time I felt like this with the house shut, I had to go.
Yeah. That's right. God bless you.
I went to listen to these mistakes.
Oh, Joy.
I don't listen to Howard. I used to let Carol catch some bananas.
Carol, yes, that's right. I heard from Carol. She's amazing.
Yeah.
It's
no,
never easy.
I won't listen to these mistakes. Why was Channel 9 so greedy and buying things and doing this?
Well, I think it's not a case of greed. It's just that with, as we all know, with the cost of living going up and everything, all the prices, that there's only so much money in the pool, and the pool's looking a bit shallow at the moment. Not quite enough to get your toes wet. So sometimes you just have to make cuts. I've seen it happen to my colleagues in the past, and now it's my turn. Hopefully not everybody gets a turn. I'm content for the turns to stop with me.
If you do go to politics, John, go Liberals. Like Basil, I'll be voting for you, that's for sure.
You reckon?
I don't think
that'd be the team?
I don't think you need much door knocking because I think everyone knows you'd get what coming with flying colours or whatever. You know, so many votes because people know who you are and what you are and how honest you are. What else was I going to say? How long have you known John?
Oh, well, I found out today's Thursday, isn't it? So Wednesday morning, and it was very kind that they came in to meet me as I'd finished. So I didn't have to come in. Usually for meetings you have to come in during the day, but everyone came in early at 5 in the morning. So it made life easier for me, which I thought was thoughtful.
Oh, my God. What's happening with Fred? You know anything about the weekend stuff?
Fred, I'll give Fred the opportunity to explain all when he joins us.
Oh, John's going to be leaving too. Oh, John, I'm going to miss you so much. You know that I stay up to watch TV till midnight, and then I could listen to you and Fred. And then I've got the old-fashioned paper.
Well, remember, with Fred, of course, you can always catch him on his wonderful TV show, The Couch, which is a very good program. So he'll be continuing on with that, I'm sure.
Oh, my
good
God,
on you,
I'll be
Joy.
saying goodbye to 60 hours. All right, John. All the best for you and Gloria.
And to you too.
I hope there's a twist and you come back.
Well, that door is being made open, which is very helpful. Thank you, Joy. God bless you. And you waited a long time to say that, which I'm very grateful of. Thank you, Joy. Anne joins us. But is it Anne or is it Anne and Johnny?
Meow, meow. Two of us.
Hello, Anne and Johnny.
And hello, John and Gloria. Beautiful Gloria. John, I only tuned in about an hour ago. I had other things I had to do.
Oh.
What?
No, I think we're just losing you there a bit, Anne. I'm not sure if you can do something to your telephone. Extend the aerial like we used to on the old mobile phones. Remember that?
Well, I've
that's
got
better.
it on speaker.
Yeah, that's good.
Is that better now?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, you're a lifeline to me and to so many. What's happening to the program?
So it'll be something new that will be taking place, and I'll be interested to hear how it turns out. I know it's an idea that people have talked about for a lot of years, and it looks like it'll actually happen, and it'll be intriguing to see how it happens. It'll be something new, and I think worth having a listen to. I encourage all our friends to have a bit of a tune in and see how it works out.
Well, it'll be interesting to find out what it is, but as I've said, this program, your program, you have been a lifeline. You are to me, and certainly I know many, many others. And
thank you.
It's pretty devastating. I mean, I've been listening. Graham Maybury. In fact, when I got Graham, I was president of Citizen Advocacy, a voluntary organisation. I got Graham in as a patron. Graham and Merle, used to come along to our functions and so on. I used to tangle on radio with Howard Sattler and Bob Morville.
Wonderful.
So it goes back a long time, but this has been stability. This has been, essential. So, okay, I wasn't consulted.
The cheap counsellor I've been labelled this morning. I quite like that title.
But I mean, you have listeners from all over the world.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? It has been quite wonderful. Through most of the countries we've had callers at different times. It's been amazing. Indonesia, Canada, America, obviously the UK. We've had Scotland, Philippines. I think we had someone call through from Argentina once. So I wasn't so good with my
Spanish.
Yeah, that's right. But we had those calls. Thank you, Anne and Johnny. It means a lot to me that you've waited to call through and to say hello. I'm really grateful. Good on you, Anne. I think your line may have dropped out. But great to know that you're there. It's 12 minutes to 4. I think I'm going to pause for a moment.
That sound isn't your phone dinging. It's the sound of you winning with DoorDash. Because it means that while you were driving home from work, a dedicated Dasher was collecting the cheeses, salted meats, and salty crackers for the book club. that you forgot to go shopping for. Congratulations, my friend, because you may have forgotten to shop, but you remembered to DoorDash and smashed it. Smash it. DoorDash it.
When you're selecting products for your bathroom, kitchen or laundry, the right choices can make your house a home. At Parkwood Plumbing Centre, we have one of the biggest, best selections in Perth and can help you find products to impress, from budget to boutique or local to European. If you haven't got a quote from Parkwood Plumbing Centre, you could be paying too much. Meet our helpful and professional staff at 168 Bannister Road, Canning Vale.
Need a forklift? Don't just get a forklift, get a Toyota forklift. Toyota is the world's #1 forklift brand with a great range of pallet jacks, walkie stackers and reach forklifts right up to their leading Toyota counterbalance forklifts. Legendary reliability and safety with cleaner, greener electric options. Toyota can tailor the right forklift solution for you. It's all part of the Toyota Forklift Advantage. For more, visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Get a Toyota forklift.
Getting off the couch, stepping out with new friends, hiking up a hill, or walking around the block. When you choose walking, every step is a victory. Because wherever you're going, walking wins. It doesn't matter how or when or where you do it, for a healthy mind, body and heart, walking wins. Discover more ways to win at walking with the Heart Foundation. Go to walking.org.au.
No further bidding. Going once, going twice, sold.
Whether you're selling, buying, or just browsing, Ross's Auctions have a huge range of vehicles for private to fleet buyers, including four-wheel drives, passenger and commercial vehicles. As a licensed motor vehicle dealer, Ross's Auctions will prepare all the paperwork needed and can act as your selling agent. Need immediate, hassle-free results? Head to auctions.com.au to find out when our next auction is taking place.
Visit Ross's Auctions at one of our 4 locations, Welshpool, Kalgoorlie, Karratha and Bunbury. MD5681.
Discover the real Australia with Coral Expeditions, the pioneers of small ship expedition cruising. On our iconic 10-night Kimberley cruise, you'll discover ancient and rugged landscapes, mighty rivers and waterfalls, and epic tidal spectacles, all backed by expert knowledge on Coral Expeditions' purpose-built ships. Explore now and enjoy the waterfall season and great savings. CoralExpeditions.com, the best in the Kimberley for 30 years.
When you work every day from dawn till dusk, sometimes in mud, sometimes in dust, the clothes on your back have to keep up with the pace. And if they're not from Work Clobber, they're just not in the race. So when there's work to be done, Work Clobber can take anything you dish out. There's nowhere better to get your work gear than Work Clobber's 8 trade stores. They're everywhere: Balcatta, Cannington, Kelmscott, Midland, Morley, O'Connor, Canning Vale and Joondalup. Or check out workclobber.com.au.
On Perth 6PR, this is Perth Overnight with Jon Lewis.
Getting better all the time. Well, I think it gets better, doesn't it? Sometimes it can get worse and occasionally things get better. I think the main thing is you just believe it'll get better and then things start improving.
To admit it's getting better, a little better all the time.
I love that lyric. It's getting better all the time. And then John Lennon sings, it can't get much worse. That's hilarious. Sometimes the way it is in life, isn't it? Anthony, thank you for holding on, Anthony. Good morning.
Oh, no. John, I'm in complete shock to hear what I hear. 6PR will never be the same again. There's heaps and heaps of a line of people that are going to miss you, with myself. And nice to hear your voice, Gloria. I love your accent and the sense of
yes,
voice.
Thank you.
All the way from Colombia.
Colombia, yes, Latin. No, thank you very much. And thank you so much for listening to John.
Yeah.
And supporting him.
I'm going to miss him something chronic. But, John, thinking in terms of being a politician, you're too honest for that, John.
I might not last more than one go before they kick me out, you reckon?
Yeah, you're not going to, they're not going to blend in with you, John. No, you're just too honest to be a politician.
But one of the main things that was holding me back is during the day, when you're supposed to go door knocking, I was always asleep. And more and more I was just tired, and I was only useful after midnight. But now I have this opportunity where I will be awake during the day. Tell me, Anthony, what's it like being awake during the day? Is it all they say it is?
Well, I think that you're just totally blessed with having Gloria. So whether it be day or night, you'll be blessed and you'll enjoy your life ongoing endlessly forever.
Yes.
I'm grateful, and I hope that matter that I know you're dealing with is turns out to be positive there, Anthony.
Yeah, thank you, John. But John, I do want to keep in touch with you, if I may. So
I'd love that.
Email, if you can just let me know as to how I can keep in contact.
If you're on the social media, Facebook, easy. But if my email is Jon, Jon, at 6pr.com.au. But, that's my 6pr, Jon at johnlewislive.com.au. But I'm very easy to find on the internet. You just Google my name, and there's all these references, very easy to find.
Okay, John. I wish you all the very best. I know that whatever you take on, wherever you go, people are going to just love to have you, and they'll realise your worth on the day that you join them, John.
Thank you, Anthony. It's been great, really great getting to know you, but it was especially wonderful meeting you at our listener lunch. That was really nice.
Nice memories, John, for both of us.
That's true. Thanks, Anthony. I'll have the chance for a few more Weber barbecues, darling. But you've been making me eat fish every Friday because you reckon coming up to Good Friday, all the Fridays before we're supposed to eat fish.
Yes.
And I've never heard that before.
That's it. Yeah, we had to eat fish.
I've had so much fish now. Mick, thank you for waiting on, Mick. It means a lot that you've done that.
Yeah, good morning, John. I'm a long-distance truck driver, so more often than not, you help me through the night. It's been an interesting journey, but your timing is perfect because when I get back from this run today, I am retiring. I'm finished.
Wow. How about that? Well, let's give it up for freedom. Freedom. Well, that's I like that, Mick.
Well, the good thing about both of us, John, is we'll now be able to get normal sleep patterns.
Yeah, whatever that is, yes. I mean, I've got all this block-out blinds on my windows and everywhere. That obviously I won't need that anymore. I'll let the sun shine in.
Yeah.
Well, what are you going to do with your retirement, Mick? Are you going to go to Hawaii, or what are you do?
Well, who knows? I just got to settle into a pattern first and see what it's like. It's going to be all new.
You'll have to get a hobby. May I suggest the ukulele?
Yeah, okay. I bought a guitar at the start of COVID with the idea of teaching myself guitar. I think I picked it up twice, so, yeah.
Ah, yes. Well, you never know, but I encourage you. I think you'll do well, Mick. And it means a lot because I can see how long you've been waiting to say this, Mick, and I'm lucky that I got to talk to you before you drove out of range as well, which is wonderful.
Yeah, I'm about to do that. So, hey, look, cheers, John. All the best, and
thank you.
Good luck for the future for both of you.
Good on you, Mick. That is so kind. Wow, I love it. Kind people. And thank you to the rest of our friends waiting. I've been trying to get through to everyone as speedy as I can. It's news not far away for 4 a.m.
Start your day the right way.
Carl Langdon, he doesn't know whether he wants to sell his premiership jumper. Is anyone interested? It is a bit of history.
Breakfast with Millsy and Carl.
I'll go 2,500. Okay. So when he starts to talk about money, his eyebrows go up. What about this one? Hey, Millsy, I would give Carl $10,000, but I would offer $20,000 for anyone else who played that day. That's from Murray. Cut it out, Buzz. Wait for this. Hey? From me and $50,000 for your premiership jumper. $50,000. He did say if I was in a position to be able to pay that, I would offer you $50,000.
Wake up with the people you know. Breakfast with Millsy and Carl. Weekdays from 5 on Perth 6PR.
Hello, Leonie here from Amana Living.
If you've received your government letter saying you've been assigned a home care package, the letter will also say you need to work out costs. Fortunately, we can help you with those last couple of steps. If you like, we can come to you. A visit costs you nothing and it's obligation free. Call 1300 26 26 26.
Amana Living, professionally trained, naturally kind.
Discover the real Australia with Coral Expeditions, the pioneers of small ship expedition cruising. On our iconic 10-night Kimberley cruise, you'll discover ancient and rugged landscapes, mighty rivers and waterfalls, and epic tidal spectacles, all backed by expert knowledge on Coral Expeditions' purpose-built ships. Explore now and enjoy the waterfall season and great savings. CoralExpeditions.com, the best in the Kimberley for 30 years.
When you have an active day ahead, you don't want your joints to slow you down. For joints that keep up with you, try the new concentrated curcumin range from Blackmores, including the concentrated curcumin 1 a day, a convenient 1 a day dose to support your joint health. Curcumin is a natural component of the turmeric spice with anti-inflammatory action, and the new Blackmores curcumin range contains a concentrated form of curcumin specifically formulated for optimal absorption to help you stay active. Always read the label and follow the directions for use.
G'day, Honey Badger here. iTech World's March Madness sale is on now. To celebrate the caravan and camping show, iTech World will be having up to 50% off store-wide. They have lithium batteries, power stations, generators, jump starters, solar blankets, inverters and more for your caravan, camper van, four-wheel drive, boat or whatever you have. Get your hands on the must-have safety device for any vehicle, the famous JS80 jump starter. Don't miss out. Get up to 50% off now. Visit itechworld.com.au.
G'day, this is the camel. Why do fish live in salt water? Because pepper makes them sneeze. Get pepper, sneeze them fish. Great Northern Super Crisp Stubbies, just $49.99 a carton. Purchase a specially marked carton to get BCF vouchers. Horton SSB Classic Dry White and Red, get 2 bottles for only $20. Bargain. Thirsty Camel bottle shops. Prices may vary due to freight.
Hey Camel, I like your jokes. I think they're funny. Let's see what the news says.
For the latest news now, log on to 6pr.com.au. Perth's 882 6PR.
Latest inflation figures show household power bills are beginning to ease and gas prices are falling. Overall, consumer prices have remained steady for the year to February at 3.4%. Federal Treasurer Jim Chalmers has told Parliament it shows Labor's cost of living policies are working.
When you look at the electricity price rises since June of last year, they have gone up 3%. You know what they would have been were it not for our energy plan? 18.1%.
Order.
3%. 18.1% since the middle of last year.
Some economists believe the data could prompt the Reserve Bank to begin cutting interest rates later this year. Labor has accused the federal opposition of playing politics with the nation's borders after new migration laws failed to pass. The coalition claims the proposed changes are being rushed and could open more loopholes in the system. The new rules would allow the government to jail asylum seekers who refuse to be deported if they are deemed not to be genuine refugees. An inquiry will be held over the next month to examine the government's legislation. There are calls to introduce changes to industry awards to protect workers for unfair rostering and ensure greater consistency. The ACTU says employees, particularly those in hospitality or retail, are often subject to last-minute roster changes and shifts as short as 1 hour. President Michelle O'Neill says they deserve stronger protections.
The right to say no to extra hours when workers aren't available to do it and they've not been given proper notice about it and they've got caring responsibilities. The right to be able to have a minimum number of hours in any shift, and we say 4 hours is a reasonable amount.
The wife of Julian Assange has expressed dismay at a decision by the High Court to delay his extradition to the UK. The court has ruled it needs more information before making a decision about whether the WikiLeaks can appeal his extradition to the US. It's seeking assurances from the Biden administration first, but Stella Assange says that's not good enough and the case should have been dropped altogether.
Julian is a political prisoner. He is a journalist, and he is being persecuted because he exposed the true cost of war in human lives.
And Donald Trump has been issued a gag order preventing him from publicly commenting about witness and court staff ahead of his criminal trial. The former president will stand trial next month for allegedly paying hush money to a porn star ahead of the 2016 election. And checking sport, Raiders winger Albert Hoppate has been sidelined after a freak accident at a teammate's house. Essendon coach Brad Scott will continue to tell his players to target the ball after Peter Wright was suspended for 4 weeks. Chris O'Connell's run at the Miami Open has come to an end in the 4th round, defeated in straight sets by Yannick Sinner. Alex de Minaur has also been eliminated. And Ukraine has qualified for football's Euro 2024 after fighting back to beat Iceland 2-1 in their playoff final. That's the latest news and sport.
Looking for the perfect getaway? Bicton Travel and Claremont Cruise and Travel Centre have you covered. From sailing the blue waters of the Mediterranean, traversing the epic terrain of Antarctica, or glamping under the stars. Trust their expert travel advisors for your next incredible adventure. They've been creating dream holidays for West Australians for over 25 years. No wonder they were recently awarded Cruise Agency of the Year. Choose Perth's leading travel and cruise specialists. Bicton Travel and Claremont Cruise and Travel Centre. Search bictontravel.com.au.
Hi, I'd like to complain about loud music coming from a neighbour's balcony.
Look, I'm sorry, I've got bigger issues to sort out, like the building's hot water system. Send me an email.
Strata property maintenance and repairs are inevitable, but getting quality tradespeople to turn up when you need, including 24/7, isn't always easy. Goods Property Services offers competitive pricing and a fast, reliable service for your property's plumbing and electrical needs. Demand a better service. Visit goodspropertyservices.com.au.
Have you been referred by your GP or specialist for a CT coronary angiogram or CTCA? Perth Radiological Clinic offers this service at 4 convenient locations across Perth. Our state-of-the-art CT technology offers both low radiation doses and high-quality imaging. PRC's cardiac imaging is reported by Perth's leading team of expert cardiology subspecialist radiologists. Search Perth Radiological Clinic to find a location closest to you.
Hello, Leonie here from Amana Living. Something we often hear is how people love our care managers. Of course, we think we have the good ones. Some providers expect their care managers to handle up to 100 clients. We're around half that. Our dedicated care managers are among the best in the business. It's how we keep the care in home care.
Amana Living, 1300 262626.
Want to win an outback adventure like no other?
It's Carl and Sarah here from the Today Show, and this week we've partnered with Venture Atlas to give away an incredible 6-day getaway in Western Australia's iconic Kimberley region.
This adventure-packed holiday will have the winner and their guest exploring this spectacular region in style on an impressive helicopter, seaplane, luxury four-wheel drive and boat adventure. So you have every angle covered.
Wow, worth more than $22,000. Enter now on the Today Show website.
Entries close this Friday, so get packing and good luck.
Weather. Saturday from 8 a.m. Charlie Brown talks life and technology on 6PR.
All right, this time I think I can do it. Didn't have so much luck last hour. This hour. Oh, wait. No, but shouldn't have said.
What happened?
Oh, but I can do this. Thursday it is today, the 28th of March. A sunny day, light winds becoming west to southwesterly, 15 to 25 kilometres per hour in the middle of the day, and then tending south to southwesterly in the late afternoon. A top of 29 today. Tomorrow, Friday, mostly sunny, 27. Saturday, that's Good Friday, of course. Saturday, mostly sunny, 29. And Easter, chocolatey Easter, 29 degrees. So hopefully that won't be hot enough to melt the Easter eggs on Sunday the 31st. Then it's April Fool's Day. Some people said, is that today? No, this is unfortunately reality. 13.6 degrees right now. And for you, Brian, the humidity is at 88%.
When it's really late at night, feeling lonely, just turn on your radio to 6PR, and that man we know will be there with us. Our friend Jon Lewis, he's the one voice that listens to us. How old is this man called Jon Lewis?
You know, thank you. If there's ever a quiz question and somebody says which jingle has been played the longest over the decades in Australia, Louis, The Fly, any of those. I think it might be that one, written by Kenny Walther, who wrote so many great jingles and still writes great jingles if you need a great jingle writing. Good on you, Kenny. And Kenny and I share the same birthday, 10th of November. How about that? I love that song. And, every time, maybe not this morning.
That's a beautiful song, baby. And Kenny did it for you. And
he did.
It's so nice to hear. And I always remember, and I want to listen it again.
It took him 30 seconds to write that jingle. He wrote it right in front of me, live on air. I just said, write a jingle. Because, in the early days, I had more gusto than anything. More gusto than intelligence or ability. And so I just said, I'll do a jingle about me. And he just wrote it right there on air. And he said, hey, Johnny, because he loves doing this American accent. He says, Johnny, just send me a cassette tape of that and I'll polish it up for you. And that's what he did. Thank you to our lovely friends waiting. So lots of people to talk to. Who's been waiting the longest? It's like a roulette wheel. And I think that would be, it's got to be Ted. Good morning, Ted. If you're still there, you might not be after waiting all this long time. It is there? I am. Thank you, Ted. Good on you for waiting. You've waited. Have you waited an hour? I think you might have waited an hour.
Something like that. I was actually drifting off and
I don't blame you.
Pressed the mute button.
I don't blame you. Because when I looked at the timer, it said you'd only be waiting 0 seconds. I thought, no, I don't think he's waiting 0 seconds. Thank you, Ted, for holding on.
That's all right. As one of you had an anagram earlier, aromas, and I thought it almost comes to a morass of emotions.
Yes, that's right. Good wordplay.
I was listening an hour and a half ago, and I was trying to work out what was going on, and I thought there was some personal reason that you were leaving or something, and then I looked up the internet, and I found out that what was going on, that you were actually being retrenched.
That's right.
Sorry to use that word.
Yeah, economic decisions.
And in the words of, if I could take the words out of Gloria's mouth, really?
That's right.
He's right.
He did a good one, didn't he?
Glorious Gloria.
Yes, hello.
Hello. We met once on Newcastle Street as extras in a movie.
Oh, that's right. Whatever happened to that movie? They said we were going to get an IMDb rating.
Got a couple of photos.
That was good.
Yeah. It was interesting. And unfortunately, the guy I came along with, he passed away. But anyway, that's another story.
God bless him.
The words, 6PR has PR in it. And PR means a lot of things, but it means public relations. And I'm sorry, but in this case, they've failed. And, I don't know what a lot of people will do. I mean, we've had our disagreements, John, and we've kissed and made up, so to speak. But we've always, been able to get our mojo going there.
Well, that's right.
And
it's we could, as I like to say, we could still sit on the bus next to one another.
To be honest, what are people like Kenny going to do? And
miss Kenny. We haven't heard from him this morning.
Yeah, he's probably a bit distraught.
Yeah.
Either that or he's fallen asleep. But I think here's a suggestion for you, John. You could start your own little radio station on the internet.
Well, it's an interesting idea. It's not really my style. It's a bit more effort than I'm probably capable of.
Well, maybe, but maybe you could work in with. Look, I can't remember. Graham Mabry, he's still around, right?
Oh yeah, he's doing great.
Yeah, so he was doing his own thing. So maybe you could work in there somehow. I don't know.
Well, there's always ideas. Well, I appreciate it, Ted. After all these years, I'm most grateful of your company.
I have a little conspiracy theory, John.
Oh. Well, I think it would be wrong of me if I don't let you share a conspiracy theory. I'm all ears.
I think you've been a little too open for 6PR's liking, and because of that, I think they're going to shut you down because we're coming into the elbow and the New World Order.
Wow. I love it.
Censorship. You can't. Misinformation. We don't want misinformation.
I love it. I love it. I didn't think I'd ever be delighted as I am to conclude with a conspiracy theory. Thank you, Ted. That actually means a lot. You have a good morning, Ted.
You too, John.
Thank you.
Gloria.
That's very kind.
Thank you so much.
Wow. It's funny how life is. Thank you to James, who's also been holding on. Thank you, James. Good morning. Are you there, James? Well, it's been a long wait for many of our friends, yeah. I think some of them. We'll find you, James, that's for sure. More of our friends. Judy. Thank you, Judy.
Oh, hello. This is, I don't know what to say. This is from an old person. I'm 94, and I have been listening to you. I met you at Friends, which was not yesterday. Do you remember?
I remember.
Do you remember?
At Friends Restaurant with Clyde Bevan and Leslie Bevan.
That's right. So, but I go beyond that, and hello, Gloria.
Oh, hello. Nice to hear from you.
And I've always, I've had a lot of heart trouble, but I've always made sure that my daughters tuned the Facebook into PR so I could listen to you overnight while I was in hospital. But, John, what am I going to do without you? I feel as though I'm losing a friend.
Well, I'm still with us, Judy, and there's all sorts of ways of finding me. If you've got your Facebook, you'll see my funny little videos that I do on there from time to time, and I'll be keeping an eye out for you, Judy. I will. 94, gee, you're young.
Yeah. Yes, I'm young. Of course I'm young. Yes.
Hey, Judy, some important questions. What do you eat?
What do I eat?
Yeah.
What? Food.
Yeah, but what kind of food? We all want to know. What do you eat to become 94? Sandwiches?
Well, I've never been a junk food eater.
Go. That's a pity.
I've never been a junk food eater. But I keep positive. And I just keep positive, that's all. I live in a house with a big garden, and I still garden. And it's a little house, not a big house, it's a little house, and I've got a little dog which I adore. But, John, I'll miss you. I'll miss you.
Well, I'll miss you too. Thank you, Judy. God bless you.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Gloria.
Oh,
it means a lot that you're there, Judy. Boy, thank you, Judy. John joins us, and I must say, if I haven't said it before, you've got a good name.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, thanks, John. I just want to give a normal talkback call for starters. I was going to make this anyway. This will be the final update on our rail line closure, which pretty much affects all West Australians due to our supplies coming from east. So the latest statement issued on yesterday, from the ARTC, Australian Rail Track Corporation, is as follows: that the rail corridor between Kalgoorlie and Rowena in Western Australia will reopen at 12 noon on Easter Saturday, WA time, after significant flooding impacted the line. And just summarising the rest, the crews have made and are continuing to make considerable progress with recovery efforts as the water levels recede, and it's all helped by the favourable weather conditions out there and the engineers on the ground, etc. And just to mention that they're working around the clock out there. So that means the trains will start rolling from 12 noon on Saturday, and as a lot of shoppers out there probably can see, the shortages are starting to turn up in the supermarkets because the trucks just can't keep up with this demand over here, and they're a bit late getting on the road. But, yeah, I think we'll just make it through till next week when things should start returning to normal in the shops. And remember, they will be closed on Friday, being Good Friday. Now, did you want to make a comment quick, John?
Well,
or
I'm most grateful. I'm most grateful that you've shared that, but I'm delighted that that's happening, John.
Yeah, well, will the format of this program be, will I be able to do that like next week also? Because
well, that I haven't got any answers to, John, because I'm unaware of how the new program will be. I just know that there will be a new one, and it'll be interesting and exciting, and I'm looking forward to hearing an interesting and exciting program. Although, to be honest, I might not stay awake if I'm enjoying the daytime. Depends.
Yeah, well, that was well read, John, off whatever you read that off. Because this is the important thing about the program, is that it's like a two-way radio where we can keep each other updated on power issues, road incidents, like I've done now with the rail supply issue. It's information, and we don't get the opportunity much during the daytime. A lot of people, you just can't get through because of the time issues. And I thought when these present owners, the national company that they are, bought 6PR, that it was mentioned that 6PR will pretty much still operate independently of their new owners. But I would say, and I'm guessing, that whatever's happened to you is more of a national decision. Someone's looked at the figures or whatever, probably in Sydney or something like that, and so, well, hang on, we got two people running after midnight. We can just do this as a one hookup sort of thing. And, maybe I'll be talking to someone out of Sydney if I want to do what I've just done with the rail line issue. But I don't know if you're allowed to say anything. But also, I don't know what happened to 2 weeks' notice when, you get told that you're going to lose your job.
Well, you see, I've been planning holidays. My darling wife and I have been planning some holidays to take some holidays. So that's something that was always going to happen.
Okay, so your holidays were booked in for this time, or you're just going to adjust them?
Yep. The holidays were always booked in. Good on you, John. I'm grateful for all your help, and you've given me a lot of help over the years. I remember one time, gratefully, I'm sure it was you, John, that made me aware that I'd accidentally given out one of my guests' home number instead of his office number. And I don't know if I handled that particularly well at the time. I think embarrassingly I didn't, but I was most grateful.
There's been too much, John. I've got audio here of you doing your music show, from 1991, if ever you want copies of your earlier days. There's been too much, John, over the years of, I've been a pretty good supporter of your program sort of thing. And, I don't know what's going to happen. We'll wait and see. But I just, like everyone else, wish you all the best, and don't hang around doing nothing for too long, John. Move on or whatever. If you have a sickie tomorrow morning, you have a sickie, or if we get one more go, if you want to come in for us sort of thing, do it. Just do it for us, do it for them. So I'm sure there's a lot of people that will appreciate if you do like your one more show. But what can we say, John? You've heard all the stories about the banks and everything else closing down, and now it's you've just become a talkback caller like the rest of us. Phone in and have your say, John.
Well, I would love that opportunity. Thank you, John. Good on you. See
you around there.
That would be very nice. Oh, wow. What a morning. 21 after 4. I think I'm just going to pause for a moment and we'll be back. Thank you to our friends waiting.
Tyre Power's Big Easter sale gives you the power to save on a huge range of Toyo tyres. Hop in and get the power of a sweet deal on Toyo tyres for your car or SUV. Buy 3 and get 1 free. That's buy 3 and get 1 free on selected Toyo tyres right now at Tyre Power. Get the power to have a safe Easter on the road with Tyre Power's Big Easter sale. Visit tyrepower.com.au or call 132191 for your local independent owner.
You might not need a lawyer's help with your motor vehicle injury claim, but without experts on your side, How do you know you're getting everything you're entitled to? What if you find you need physio? What if you need to make up lost earnings? I'm Ian Murray from Bloomers Lawyers. We fight for clients to make sure they get everything they deserve. And we'll analyse your motor injury claim for free.
So if you've been injured in a traffic blue, you know what to do. Search Bloomers, spelt B-L-U.
Is your commercial or investment property achieving its true value? DFR Commercial now offers a free health check so you can be sure your investments are performing as they should. Here's why our clients trust the award-winning team at DFR Commercial.
It's their health check they have in place. It guarantees my properties are always doing well.
They don't create problems, they solve them. McCall's an all-round nice guy.
Make the move to DFR Commercial today and get your free health check. Visit dfrcommercial.com.au.
What are your plans for Saturday night? How does this sound?
They're ready. Racing.
That's right, the weather is heating up, and so's the Greyhound racing action every Saturday night at Tab Touch Park, Cannington. Join us in Box 1 restaurant for our famous buffet, or grab something tasty from the bar menu. And we also race Mondays and Wednesdays, with free entry every night. Visit greyhoundswa.com.au for further details. Greyhound Racing, you'll love it.
Before you renovate your space, visit our space at Renovation Capital, where the finest materials, local craftsmen, the best designers, and you come together to create the renovation of your dreams. Renovation Capital. Visit the showroom in Osborne Park or go to renovationcapital.com.au.
Large soy caramel mocha frappuccino with extra caramel.
Cut through the blah to hear more of what you want with Specsavers Advanced Hearing Technology. Book an appointment with our audiology professionals for high-definition sound at low Specsavers prices. Always follow the directions for use.
Perth overnight on 6PR. Thanks to Storage King. Moving? Search Storage King. CanStar Blues 2023 Most Satisfied Customer Award winner.
Hello there, 24 after 4. Thanks for your company here at 6PR. Now, we did find you, James. I never lose a caller intentionally. Good morning, James.
How are you? I'm sorry for that sad day.
Yeah.
We're losing you.
Yeah, well, that's right.
I'm a bit upset.
I understand, James. It's not always what people want. It'd be good if we could get what we want all the time, wouldn't it?
Well, look. 6PR's a business after all.
Oh, that's right.
And it's, just like any other business in Australia, they're tightening their belts at the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's life. Even if you don't like the decision, you just have to accept it.
That's right.
I don't know what. I hope weekends, midnight still stick around, but, we'll just have to find that out a bit later on. But exactly. I wish you all the best for whatever you're doing. And who was that lady that was in the studio?
That's my darling wife, James. She's coming to rescue me because a couple of times I haven't been able to finish my sentences.
No.
So you're experienced to that.
I just keep company to Jon today.
Yeah, thank you.
I've never heard her in the studio before, or just one time.
That's right. I think you've joined me 2 times in the studio talking.
Oh, yes, maybe I used to come before when long time.
When I was a single man, you'd come in. Then when I was engaged, hardly. And then once I was married, never again.
Yes.
But this morning...
My favourite song is actually called Gloria.
Oh.
That's my favourite song.
Which Gloria song is it? Is it the... Gloria?
Yeah, that one.
Ah, it's a good song. Very good on you, James. And thank you for waiting so long.
I wish you all the best.
I really appreciate it.
I have barely call you.
Well.
But, it'll be I thought I'd call you to say goodbye before the last time. I was on hold for 40 minutes, but I got there.
You did. You got there, and I'm grateful. Thank you, James. Good on you. It means a big deal to me. on this early morning. We've got to say hello to Mia, a dear friend of ours, Mia, who's tuned in and been listening through the morning. Thank you, Mia.
Thank you, Mia, for listening. Yes.
Mia,
really nice.
Pretty ballerina. Thanks, Mia. Michael joins us. Remember Michael, Dancing Michael? He was always dancing. It's Dancing Michael joins us. Hiya, Michael.
Mm-hmm. Hello, John. Hello, Gloria.
Hello, Michael.
Oh, John.
That's me.
Before I start, I thought there was three of you there. Nola, go get them. We're all behind you, Nola. Keep the passion, keep firing up. And, John, I'm going to put in a request, as I always do. I obviously know you've got no time to play it, but it's from everyone, all your listeners and callers. Power to the People by John Lennon. That's to the decision makers there at 6PR and making a big mistake. But, gee, John, it's been great.
I appreciate it, Michael.
Well, you deserve it, mate, absolutely. And, yeah, we've had all the memories are coming back. I think I must have made at least 2,000 calls to you.
That's right. Well, I remember the call you made where you said, I've listened to the whole show. You wanted to be the kind of person who was able to say, I listened to the whole show, and you made notes, and then you commented on the notes. And I think to listen to the whole show, you had to sit inside your car to do it.
Yeah, that's right.
That was a special moment for me. Oh, really?
I usually wake up about 1 or 2, something like that. But tonight, for some reason, I hadn't heard anything about you leaving, put it that way, until I tuned in, and it was right on after the news. It was like something woke me up. Either that or Lady Norma rang me and secretly my phone went off.
Michael, wake up.
But yeah, so it was strange. I won't dwell too much. I've just tried to write a little bit of a poem. It's not my best work, but if you'd like to hear it,
I would like to hear it.
Okay. We've listened to John and his special kind of lingo. 1,000,000 times we've heard about John, Paul, George and Ringo. The jukebox, the uke and the Christmas crackers. After work, the occasional breakfast at Macca's. And who was to know there was 100 different ways to make a coffee? Long black, short black, skinny black, tall black. Please let us have our job.
Oh, Mike.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. You're doing
John
what I'm
back.
doing.
Yeah. Okay, John, I won't say goodbye. I'll just say we'll hear you later sometime down the track, I hope.
Hey, Michael.
Cheers, mate.
Michael,
yep.
I want to hear one more. I'm going to do it.
Well,
I'm going to do it.
This time, I'm not going to stop you this time.
I'm going to do it, Michael. Here it is.
It's late at night and I'm feeling dozy. I call out to you, my Rosie. I want you to get to know me. You'll either like me or you'll oppose me. But I'm sure that you have chose me. We'll play games like ring-a-ring-a-rosy, a pocket full of posy. I'd like for you to propose me, to hug and get real cozy, my Rosy.
Oh, good on you, Michael. You're amazing. God bless.
Cheers, John. Thanks, mate. See you later.
Wow.
See you, Michael. Yeah, it was beautiful.
It was,
Michael.
wasn't it? Thank you, Michael. I think we'll pause for a moment and come back in a moment.
It is indeed a rivalry steeped in history, which has created so many iconic moments.
Hawkins for the match. High ball. Hold. He's won it. He's won it. The curse lives.
And this Monday from midday, Hawthorn and Geelong will write another chapter in footy folklore.
Into the 50, Rioli takes the mark. 30 out. The curse has been killed at last. The Hawks have won.
Thanks to Hungry Jacks, 6PR is football.
Experience the magic of Annie the Musical as it lights up the stage at the Regal Theatre these April school holidays.
The sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta
come face to face place with the iconic characters and timeless songs that have charmed audiences for decades. Come and cheer for Annie, the little girl with big dreams.
It's hard knock life for
Annie the Musical. Book today at Tick Attack.
It's hard knock life.
Storage King is CanStar Blues 2023 Most Satisfied Customer Award winner. Rated 5 stars in overall satisfaction, quality of storage, accessibility and safety and security. So when you need to declutter, search Storage King for your nearest store.
That's your ride share. That's your pizza. That's your online shopping. And that's your blood test. With Saturn Pathology, getting your blood tested won't drive you mad. You won't drive anywhere because Saturn Pathology's mobile collection service comes to you. Ask your doctor for Saturn Pathology next time you need a blood test. We accept all referral forms, use high-tech vein finders for best results, and bulk bill. Say goodbye to difficult blood tests with Saturn Pathology.
We bought our home years ago. I wonder what it's worth now.
I'm looking to move. Is now a good time to sell?
I've seen a house on the market I love. Should I buy or sell first?
What's the Perth market really doing?
Don't waste your time Googling it. Take the confusion out of real estate. Ask The Agency, the industry leaders from WA's #1 office. Your home is our community. Visit theagency.com.au for the answers.
Want to download fuel savings? Get the My 7-Eleven app. Lock in our best local fuel price for up to 7 days and you could save up to 25 cents per litre. You've got a deal at 7-Eleven. T's and C's apply. Savings not guaranteed. Visit 711.com.au for details.
Bob, did you put the dog out? There's a wet patch on the carpet.
Struth, Shell. There's water dripping from the ceiling. Looks like the gutters overflowed during that storm last night.
Didn't you get them cleaned before winter?
Oh, crikey, I forgot. Now the gutters are chockers and the downpipes are blocked.
Don't wait till it's too late. Get Chockers Gutter Cleaning to suck the muck from your gutters and downpipes with their industrial vacuum, leaving no mess. They also offer a regular cleaning service with discounted rates. Visit chockersguttercleaning.com.au.
On Perth 6PR, this is Perth Overnight with Jon Lewis.
That's right. It's 26 minutes to 5. Now, lots of people to talk to, so I'll be very quick so we get to everyone, because I know you've all been waiting and I'm grateful. Mick, good morning, Mick, and thanks for holding on, Mick.
Morning, John and Gloria.
Hi, Mick.
Well, John, I'd just like to say to you, just keep on living the way you're living, because you're a fantastic man. You got compassion, humour. You've just been so great to talk to every morning, and wish you all the best, and you never know the blessings God's got lined up for you coming up in the future.
Well, that is gorgeous of you. Thank you, Mick. It means a lot to me. It's been great getting to know you. God bless you, Mick.
No worries. I'll see you later.
Oh, we'll like that. Dragon joins us. Good morning, Dragon.
Hi, John.
Sorry for making you wait.
Sad morning, apparently, although I will never admit that this is goodbye. It is
Thank you.
Just another opportunity. Perhaps I will meet you more again in somewhere out there instead of just listening to you on the radio. Now, at the times like this, I wish I listened to what my mother, good advice that my mother was giving me in the past. But it's important, I think, to know that there is already a petition to get you back.
Well, that's very kind.
It's on change.org.
Oh.
Now, I don't know...
how many signatures? 4?
It's kind of not that much at the moment, but I think it just started. I have no clue. I just stumbled on it. Anyway, so all your friends have been calling, and probably you won't be able to hear all of them today or tomorrow. They can do something. It's very simple to sign that petition. On the end of the day, I still believe that the radio station will realize the mistake purely on financial basis, because in my mind, if I'm not mistaken, they are financed through the commercials, and to get those commercials to people, you have to people are listening, and you're the one.
It does make a difference. Thank you, Dragon. Great getting to know you again. I think we first met when we were, you and I were going out with all the others in the salsa community, dancing salsa, and then we found you on the radio, and I'm so glad that we got to talk to you. Thank you, Dragon.
Well, my pleasure.
You're a good man, and thank you. Lovely, friends. Also, Ranjit has been waiting a long time too. Sorry to rush it here towards the end. There's always a rush at the end. Good morning, Ranjit.
Hi, John. John, I'm really gutted, to tell you the truth. What do you call it? I was shocked and completely let down by the 60-hour, you know. What's happening inside 60-hour? I mean, everybody likes you and everybody stays up. Now it's 4:30. I've been waiting from 12 o'clock.
You have. You know? You've been waiting a long time to get through. I'm grateful.
Exactly. And you have so many advisors who come and give the advice that we require, you know.
Yeah.
So it has always been you were a very understanding guy, you know.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, John. So I don't know. I might switch my radio dial to something else.
No, I think
until I hear that you're coming at least to help out.
Yeah,
one or 2 days
there are those
you know?
opportunities that have been offered to me, and I know my colleagues would love it if you'd tune into them. There's so many great people here at 6PR. They would love it.
Yeah, exactly, because I have been with 6PR since I came in 1970. When did I come? 1973.
Wow.
Australia. And Brian Morrison and all this talkback, you know?
You have done well, Ranjit. Good on you, Ranjit. I'm so sorry I'm cutting it short now to get everyone through, but I'm so glad you held on to say hi. It means a lot, Ranjit.
Yeah, I'm so... I got your 66721.
Ah, yes, my post office box. Post office box 6721.
So I can drop a letter or something and say, shall we meet and have a cup of tea or, you know.
That's right.
Yes,
but I can tell you a little secret. I do get that, and please don't test this anyone, but I have received mail to my mailbox that was Jon Lewis, East Perth, and it got there because the wonderful people of Australia posted a gorgeous and hello.
Yes. Everybody has been very, very nice today.
They have.
And thank you for calling.
Thank you, Ranjit. You have a good morning.
You're welcome, John. God bless you both.
God bless you too. And a hello to Lynn and Toby as well. I've got to say hello to you. I'm going to take a break. We'll be back. Have a cup of tea.
When you're selecting products for your bathroom, kitchen or laundry, the right choices can make your house a home. At Parkwood Plumbing Centre, we have one of the biggest, best selections in Perth and can help you find products to impress, from budget to boutique or local to European. If you haven't got a quote from Parkwood Plumbing Centre, you could be paying too much. Meet our helpful and professional staff at 168 Bannister Road, Canning Vale.
Come along to the Sink Warehouse. You can never go wrong at the Sink Warehouse.
Time for a kitchen upgrade? The Sink Warehouse has all your cabinetry needs sorted. From sleek cupboards to spacious drawers and ingenious inserts, our in-house design team will bring your vision to life. DIY or hire some help. The choice is yours. We also supply appliances, taps, and of course, the kitchen sink. Turn your kitchen dreams into reality at the Sink Warehouse.
Sinkwarehouse.com.au.
Having trouble hearing? Listen to the science, not the sales talk. Lions Hearing Clinics are part of Ear Science Institute Australia, our world-renowned research centre right here in Perth. Our audiologists use the latest research findings in our clinics to assess your hearing and recommend treatments or devices for your specific needs. If you're having trouble hearing, Lions Hearing Clinics are worth listening to. To book your checkup at your local Lions Hearing Clinic, call 1-800-0-LIONS.
Picture this. Crystal clear 4K streaming, fast web page loading, and even faster downloads and uploads on multiple devices at the same time. Sounds good? Well, you might be one of more than 3.5 million Australian homes and businesses ready to turbocharge your internet speed with NBN's full fibre upgrades. To find out if you can get NBN's fastest home internet, Google NBN. Check your address, then talk to your internet provider. Customer experience may vary. Talk to your retailer for details.
Iconic, surprising, adaptive, award-winning. The Hyundai i30 is truly remarkable. But when it comes to its evolution as the sporty new i30 sedan, featuring a sleek new design, elevated suite of tech, and driver-focused interior, remarkable is just the start. The 2024 Hyundai i30 sedan. Available now from $31,990 drive away. Visit Hyundai.com.au or your local showroom.
There's no feeling of peace like a calm ocean at sunset. Lapping waves against your boat, deep breaths, seagulls, salty air against your face, and the peace of mind knowing your boat is covered on land and in the water. Change the way you set out on your boat with RAC Insurance. Search RAC Boat Insurance. T's and C's apply. Check the PDS and TMD at rac.com.au.
Done. 16 minutes left in this last part of the program. Mark has been waiting a long time. Morning, Mark.
Morning, John. Hey, John, I'll be as quick as I can, mate. I just sincerely, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, want to thank you for the years you've given us all. Especially, mate, over the years, I've travelled a fair distance in my own mind and with my own issues, and it's always been wonderful to wake up and have you on the radio in the morning. At least I've had a giggle. So, yeah, I can't find the word to tell you how much I would suggest everybody that listens to Jon Lewis appreciate what you've done for us. And I hope it's been a pretty good journey for you too.
It has. It's been absolutely magnificent. I am so grateful for the opportunity to do the thing I love so very, very much. And I appreciate it.
Yeah. The problem I have now is I've got to go to Retrovision and buy a new radio because this one is stuck on 6PR, and I ain't going to be listening to that if Jon Lewis ain't over.
I got to say, if I had a promo, I'd put that in the promo. I need a new radio. This one's stuck. I will remember that forever and ever, Mark.
And thanks, Gloria, for letting us have him.
Oh, yes.
You are a good man. Thank you, Mark. Give it up for Mark. Oh, boy, it's such lovely comments. Jeannie, good morning. Oh, Jeannie, good morning, Jeannie.
Good morning. First time caller, John.
That's right. You were our first time caller. Now you're second time caller.
Yeah, and I hope I didn't jinx you.
No, of course not.
No.
Anything you do would only help.
Just want to say, yeah, my nephew sent me a message that was in the newspaper around 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. I couldn't believe it. Yeah.
Wow.
That's very sad. Yeah. Hi, Gloria.
Oh, hello.
How are you, love?
Yes, no bad. Just here with John.
I'm so glad, though, that you managed to ring in and get through before I finished this morning.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeannie.
Yeah, I would have rang you tomorrow night.
No, I understand.
Or tomorrow morning, yeah. But anyway, John, enjoy your break. Have a great Easter, guys.
Yes, you too, Jeannie. Happy Easter. Colin, I think it's Colin. Is that you there, Colin? Good morning.
Oh, hello, John. Thank you very much for putting me on.
My pleasure.
I'm devastated. The last presenter that I really admired was the Reverend Neil Adcock, and that was many years ago, and you're the second presenter from 6PR that I've really enjoyed listening to.
Oh, my goodness. That is high esteem.
Started reading the Have a Go News article that was on you yesterday, and I'll finish that off. I don't think it has anything to do with you leaving. So
no, that was quite a while ago, the wonderful Alan Newton who wrote that.
Yes. You mentioned a fellow by the name of Brian there, and you've learnt a lot from the listeners.
I have.
They're not drunks, and One thing you haven't learnt, though, John, is how to imitate Gloria. I don't know whether I should...
That's true. Thank you, because that's true. He doesn't
You're much
do that
nicer,
really.
Gloria. All the best, John. I'm devastated, absolutely devastated that you're leaving.
Well,
I'm silent listeners. I've never rung you before, and I always listen, and I've never rung you on air.
Well, I really appreciate it, Colin. It's lovely to finally meet you. I really appreciate it. It's 12 minutes to 5. I'm going to pause, and we'll be back with something special.
Start your day the right way.
Carl Langdon, he doesn't know whether he wants to sell his premiership jumper. Is anyone interested? It is a bit of history.
Breakfast with Millsy and Carl.
I would go 2,500.
Okay. So when he starts to talk about money, his eyebrows go up. What about this one? Hey, Millsy, I would give Carl $10,000, but I would offer $20,000 for anyone else who played that day. That's from Murray. Cut it out, Muzz. Wait for this. Hey? From me and $50,000 for your premiership jumper. $50,000. He did say if I was in a position to be able to pay that, I would offer him $50,000.
Wake up with the people you know. Breakfast with Millsy and Carl. Weekdays from 5 on Perth 6PR.
We bought our home years ago. I wonder what it's worth now.
I'm looking to move. Is now a good time to sell?
I've seen a house on the market I love. Should I buy or sell first?
What's the Perth market really doing?
Don't waste your time Googling it. Take the confusion out of real estate. Ask The Agency, the industry leaders from WA's #1 office. Your home is our community. Visit theagency.com.au.
A 7-seat Kia Sorrento. Now with a dual 12.3-inch panoramic display and Kia Connect technology. Visit kia.com.au to find out more.
Kia. Movement that inspires. When you're selecting products for your bathroom, kitchen or laundry, the right choices can make your house a home. At Parkwood Plumbing Centre, we have one of the biggest, best selections in Perth and can help you find products to impress, from budget to boutique or local to European. If you haven't got a quote from Parkwood Plumbing Centre, you could be paying too much. Meet our helpful and professional staff at 168 Bannister Road, Canning Vale.
I speak to people every day who have suffered devastating physical and mental injuries due to someone's negligence. For many people, even talking about it can be incredibly difficult, and I can understand why. But if you found your way to make a claim, and you do want to speak to someone about it, my name is Olivia Wong of Bloomers Lawyers. I'm here to listen and get you the support you need.
If medical negligence has you feeling blue, you know what to do. Search Bloomers, spelled B-L-U.
Before you renovate your space, visit our space at Renovation Capital, where the finest materials, local craftsmen, the best designers, and you come together to create the renovation of your dreams. Renovation Capital. Visit the showroom in Osborne Park or go to renovationcapital.com.au.
The long and winding road.
It has been 39.99 years, apparently, they tell me. Wow, incredible. 9 minutes to 5. Oh boy, I feel really dehydrated. Roger joins us. Morning, Roger.
Morning, John. Nice to hear Gloria in there with you.
Yeah, helping me out.
Good morning, Gloria.
Good morning.
Morning. Now, I came in at about 4:00 and started to get the gist of what was happening. Is this the last program that you'll be doing?
Well, I'm supposed to come back tomorrow, but I got to tell you honestly, Roger, I'm just a little bit. The truth is, just emotionally drained, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
But I'll do my best.
I can imagine. You're doing a good job.
I'm so grateful though to 6PR to give me the opportunity to be here this morning and say hello and goodbye. It's been amazing. Really grateful.
Well, I've appreciated you allowing me to speak on air the many times that I've called in. One of my, I've rung for a few different reasons over the years, but I've one of my main goals has been to try and get a laugh out of you, get a chuckle out of you, and I think I managed to do that a few times.
On many occasions.
And I won a few prizes, which has been good fun.
Great.
But, look, I think you're a fantastic radio announcer, and it's only because of you that this early morning community, an overnight community has existed. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Roger.
I look forward to catching up with you. I'm so annoyed now that I missed out on registering for the 6PR breakfast this year, but circumstances didn't allow it. But anyway.
I really appreciate it. Thank you, Roger. God bless you. Sorry we're so rushed. And Suzanne, good morning, Suzanne.
John, I'm ringing you from Adelaide. I fly back to Perth today. I've just heard, I'm absolutely astounded. I also heard an ad just then saying, wake up with Carl and Millsy.
Yeah.
Well, what about we stay awake with John, because we enjoy John. You have been the most wonderful, wonderful person overnight, talking to people through their troubles, making people laugh. But there's just so much. It's just unbelievable. And once again, West Australia's been let down. I never thought it would be by 6PR. Western Australia has been let down by letting you go. We need you. Look, folks, I know you've got to go. You've got so many people online. Folks, when you see that for the first time in 100 years, a statue of a female, Edith Cowan, will be placed in St George's Terrace in a couple of months, it's because of the likes of Jon Lewis interviewing the then governor, Beasley.
Ah, yes, that was
brought
fun.
this to the attention that there are only 3% of female statues in Australia, more animals than women. And John, those are the sort of things that you've done for us. I am astounded that West Australia's been let down.
Well, I appreciate it, Suzanne. I'm sorry I have to leave it there. My golly, what a busy morning. Thank you, Suzanne, and thank you for your support. You're amazing. So many good people. Just quickly, I don't want to say hi to Steve. Carl, good morning, Carl. Thank you, Carl.
Oh, good morning, John and Gloria.
Hi, Carl. Thank you, buddy. I'm sorry it's just a short hello, goodbye, but I thought I can't let you go without saying hi.
Oh, bless you, John. I was literally in the middle of sending you a text before I walk into work. See, you have just proved, I know you've got to go, you have just proved what we all love about you. Is you just did that for me so that I could be on air to say thank you and to thank Gloria as well. I met you too at Belmont Bunnings, a little hardware store once upon a time.
That's right.
You were the one that gave me the nickname. Sorry, John, that I'm going to rabble, but I know you need to go. You gave me the nickname Carl. That just proves how quick-witted, compassionate, smart, clever you are. I always read between your lines. You were as compassionate as you were sharp to put someone in their place, but you never did it with any venom. You always did it with composure. And bless you, mate. I wish I'd known. I would have gotten up at 2 a.m. just to wait online to speak to you. Gloria, thank you so much to the mythical creature of Rosie as well, that mythical creature.
She's beside herself. She brought in her sister. You are so kind. Hi, Carl. Thank you so much. My sincere apologies to everyone else that we just couldn't get to. I'm so apologetic. Mr. Steve Mills, you've been so helpful to me over the years. And do you remember when we went filming my TV show, Out of the Greyhounds?
Time with John, absolutely.
You remember the name, correct.
I had more time to do that kind of stuff again, John.
Just a little bit more.
Mate, I think you know how much you're loved by not only the listeners, but your teammates here. So
thank you.
We know the thing about radio, it's pretty brutal on occasions. The only thing romantic about the medium is sometimes you're here and the next day you're gone. But who knows, in this game, you might be back. So I just want to say on behalf of what the listeners have said, we've enjoyed your company each and every day. And I think of my late mother who passed away on Valentine's Day last year. And I know that you love your mum like I loved mine, but she was typical of a lot of people that listened to you, and you kept her company through the death of my father and you know, she was lonely at night and you were there for her. So they remember things like that. They don't forget. So on behalf of my family, to your family and to beautiful Gloria, you know, if you had to trade a job or trade Gloria, which one would you pick, John?
She's sitting right there, Steve.
Yeah.
She's sitting right there. And Steve, I remember your beautiful mum who referred to the ocean, to the beach, as the seaside.
That's right.
Such a beautiful sound.
I think you're one of the last broadcasters that brought a sense of vaudeville to the act. And I think that Carl's last call was quite true in regards to sometimes it was beyond people's comprehension what you're actually trying to do.
I wasn't sure about it myself.
Almost like the man with the cane and the straw hat that would walk on the stage and perform his act every night. So you will be missed. You'll be missed by me and Carl and everybody else here at 6PR, and we're sending our love. And as I always say, because, hey, it could be me. Who knows?
Well, I appreciate it. God bless you, Steve.
Thanks, John.
Steve and Carl, so kind. I got to say thank you to the 6PR management for giving me this opportunity to broadcast for all of these years and be at 6PR for 39.99 years. I'm so grateful. And also for the opportunity of being on air right now so I could say hello and goodbye. I look forward to the future opportunities too that they're offering, which is very kind. Thank you to the lovely listeners and you for all your company through the morning. It was great. Thank you to my darling wife who's been helping me keep me company.
Baby, thanks to you for all your work we had done all these years.
And thank you to my lovely 6PR colleagues, Steve, of course, Everett, Carl and Philip in the newsroom, everyone. You know who you are. And I conclude by saying, thank you. I wanted to say thank you 3 times, so I will. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Weekdays from 9 on 6PR. Perth's 882 6PR.
More investigations into a major bridge collapse in the US, and Alice